Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our coverage of the Mazda Brisbane Premier League 01. It's round 3, game 3, the Gold Coast Waveriders versus the Western Power, exclusively to KO. My name's Grant O'Hara, and I'm joined by big, bustling, hin-dipping, quick Evan Bancroft. Hey, Evan, how you going, mate?
Hey, very good. Great intro today, mate. Better than last week. And what a great, beautiful afternoon we've got down here at Ivor Marsden. I'm looking forward to this game as well. The Western Power and the Gold Coast Waveriders. And Grant, they've just come off a big win, the Waveriders.
We've got two teams in finals contention here, and a win in this match is essential for both teams.
It sure is. Definitely the Power. They're in a bit of strife. They're going to struggle, I think, to get through. They'd have to go with every different result. But the Waveriders, important that they won that last game with a bonus point. They're back in it. The Dingoes had a good win as well. So they beat the Rockets, which I think went the way of the Waveriders. Waveriders have won the toss, apparently.
And you can see the Waveriders team on your screen there at the moment. They needed that win against the Kings, and they got it. But they do need to beat the Western Power to figure in the finals next.
A couple of changes there. I think Slater Asnakard injured a side in the last game, so he will come out. And I'm not sure who will come in at this stage, but they will let us know very shortly, because it's a decision that's pretty important, because he's bowled very well, Asnakard. But it's a... Yeah, go on, sorry, mate.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, and a player to watch for the Gold Coast would be Hugo Burton. He's the competition's 4th highest run scorer with 133 runs. He's a key player to watch.
But they've got a few good ones there. In club cricket yesterday, Addy Gruel, who we talk about a lot, we love Addy. He got more runs yesterday for Norths. He got a 60-odd. And also Nicole Chowdhury, 98 yesterday. You watched a fair bit of that innings too, didn't you, Grant?
Yeah, look, he batted beautifully. Just got a good one right at 98, just approaching his 100. So he got a little bit unlucky, but how good's Harry Wood going? Harry Wood is just going so well. He got another 100 yesterday for the Hornets against Toombul, so he's coming off 200s. He also got 3 for and bowled very well as well. He's playing some great cricket. He did say to me earlier on, I just had a quick chat to him, I need to convert that into the Mazda Brisbane Premier League. And as we speak, the Waveriders coming onto the field after winning the toss, and there's a good breeze bowling. Well, it's a northerly. It's running straight down north-south down the pitch. We've got beautiful conditions, really, in terms of weather. About 28 degrees. That northerly has really picked up. It's going to help the quicks coming in from the northern end. The pitch. What was your summation?
Oh no, the pitch. I mean, a bit slower than I thought it'd be, Grant. This afternoon, it's probably a bit harder. Now got a bit of sun on it. I spoke to groundsman Jesberg just in about 5 minutes ago, and he said the wicket will harden up. It does in the afternoon. Coming off another ground over there, the Waveriders, some of the wickets here can be a little bit different, so this one's probably a bit slower. Jake Cross and Mick Sipple opening the batting. Mick Sipple, the veteran, I'd say he's been given a licence to go out and just play shots from the start.
Go early, you think? Now, the Waveriders, they won the toss and they decided to bowl. What's their thinking there, do you think?
I think they've done a bit of that, Grant. They like to chase, and they've just come off at 185, mind you, beating the Kings, and McNeely got a great score there in the 70s or 80s. He smashed them to all parts, and Josh Brown batted down the order. They might have given him a break, but it might have backfired a little bit, because he's been opening and scoring a mountain of runs. Sipple will take strike. Jake Cross, and bowling will be, is that Kushram looking like? Bowling from the southern end.
And our umpires today, Darryl O'Sullivan at the southern end and Steve Farley at the northern end. Sipple to take strike.
Kushram pushing a few around, pushing third man down. He did start off his opening bowling partner, Jackson Smith.
Yeah, so we've got a deep third man and a deep fine leg. Our two fielders out. And a little tuck from Sipple. He's off the mark early. And well fielded down there. Look for 2. He will come back for 2. Apparently he scored nearly a 200 over on number 1 during his career. He's a good player.
Sipple?
Yeah.
Well, we played over 40s against him 2 years ago, and we're all in our 50s, Grant, as you know. We don't look it.
No.
Well, some of us do. But he smashed us. Welcome to Ipswich, he said.
And down leg side. And wide. Call wide.
Quarter wide, yeah, no, and he's super fit. And I said to one of the guys, I said, who's this bloke here batting? And they said, man, he played for South. That's Mick Sipple. I said, Mick Sipple. And he just loves cricket.
Big family of cricketers. There's young Sipple coming through too. And I see he plays for South. So there's a big family of Sipple, good cricketers.
We're pushing for Sipple. The Waveriders, Grant, you can see what they just come off a win. They won 2 the first week. Didn't have a great weekend last weekend. Lost a couple, but they didn't get smashed. And they've regrouped today, and here they are, and they've won a game. Big win against the Kings.
Very big win. Kept them right into this competition. Good start by Ram. Down leg. And another wide.
Disappointed in that, but it is breezy at the moment. It does sometimes take a little bit of time for the bowlers to get their line. Jackson Smith down here warming up very well. He bowled very well last week, Grant, didn't he?
Yeah, he's good. He's a class player. Ram just get his radar right here. No free balls. Short. Hooked. Down, one bounce. Sipple. Should look for 2 there.
Probably was 2.
He was 2. A little bit ginger, I think. He's maybe not moving as freely as he'd like.
Jake Cross to take centre. That's a big boundary down there. When he hit that, I thought that could go for 4, but it is a big boundary. It's a big oval.
It is a big oval.
It's the southern end. It's bowling from the southern end. That's the Amberley end.
Short. Oh, beautifully struck by Cross. I think that's gone all the way. What a lovely start by Cross. Is that his first ball?
That is the first ball he's faced.
Thank you very much.
When he got that, I thought it was just going to be 4, but he hit it flat, and it bounced up towards the tower.
Yeah, they call that, the locals call that, that's the southern or the tower end. You can see the Amberley Air Base there. And that's it. When you hit that in the air going in that direction, the breeze is going to pick that up, and that's a maximum. That's a 6.
Good start, Grant, when you get that little short one and you push it away. And there's only 2 out, and you've mentioned this on so many occasions at the power play first up. There's only 2 out for the first 4 overs, and that was a great shot. Waveriders don't want to.
Look, interesting move to open the bowling down at that southern end. Particularly if you do drag 1 or 2 down.
Needs to finish this off, Grant.
Good shot.
That's through too.
Cover. That's going to go all the way, I think.
Great start by Cross.
That's a 4. Connor Carroll couldn't pick that up. Stop that one.
So they've got they're off to a flyer here. None for 15. And Kushram will really want to finish this one off. That was a charge, wasn't a bad ball.
Full. And down to mid-on for a single. Just bowled that out of the side of his hand there, just trying to take a little bit of pace off, full pitch, down for a single, and what a good start by Cross. What a good start by the power.
And they needed to, and they know they need to, because the Waveriders can chase. Chowdhury coming off 98, Addy coming off 60, and the captain, Harry McNeely, smashed him in the last game. So they'll be looking for that 180, 190. They know they'll need that. Jackson Smith, who I was so impressed with last week, he bowled superbly.
He bowled very, very well. The Gold Coast, plays for the Gold Coast. Number 16 off 1. Now this is, we can't estimate the strength of this wind that he's bowling with.
Yeah, he'll be bowling the cross. I love it when we have a left and right hand batsman, Grant.
Yep.
It makes it easier to get him right.
Short. It's beautifully cut there. That'll go for 4.
That's a beautiful shot for 4. Charged him, waited.
What a lovely shot by Cross. He's played, he's a wicketkeeper with the Hornets. He's played some second 11 games. Wicketkeeper opening bat. You're seeing these, they're like footballs.
Beautiful shot. More of a drive, wasn't it? Back foot drive after the charge. Smith will...
Short, again in glide, down to that deep third man. Just looking for one.
It's Chowdhury down there on the deep third man. He'll be looking for a bit of a spell.
Big day yesterday.
I didn't see a lot of his innings, but you said he batted superbly.
He batted beautifully. I just thought he tightened up a little bit in the 90s. He's had to get a bit disappointed with himself. Wasn't quite getting them where he wanted them. And
90s is tough. I didn't get there very often.
He's well advanced to run a ball. That's nice bowling. Outside off stump.
Many hundreds for you, Grant, in your career?
Oh, geez. A couple.
You had to think about it.
Not many. I'd count them up, but I don't want to bore people.
You could count them up.
Probably could, yeah. For North, you mean?
Yeah. I can count mine up too.
Your 5ers you might have a bit of trouble with.
One. Only one, 3rd grade. Great knock.
Beautiful.
Oh, well bowled against Norths.
Was it?
Yeah, Kuthi. Remember Kuthi was bowling? He was a good bowler.
He's a good bowler.
It's a good attack.
Big, tall, quick Kuthi. Wasn't that a good ball? Pitched middle.
He's come back now and he just worked on... He knows these guys are going hard and he decided that he's got to get it back into that corridor, which he did.
As a bowler, you got this big breeze behind you. Does that... how does that play with you mentally?
Yeah, it's tough. That was very well bowled again.
Yeah, very well controlled. This is what we liked last week when we saw him bowl. Oh, look at beautiful, just short of a length.
Not a lot of footwork from Mick Sipple.
Got a terrific eye.
He's got a great eye.
He bowls well, great eye, great balance, just punches through. There's plenty of space out here to deep mid wicket, that deep mid on. I reckon he's eyeing that off. Gets a ball in the slot. There it goes. Square down to mid wicket. Come back for 2. He'll need a push. He does.
He didn't get all of that. He would have been heart in his mouth for a second.
Yeah. That's the end of the over. None for 23. Really good start here by the Power.
And as we said, Grant, they will be looking for a big score. I think they'll be hoping to get around that 190, 200 mark.
We had a big 200, didn't we, last week? The Northern Kings scored a big 200. You reckon they need that many?
I think they do. This side is just full of batsmen in form. And they've gone for their bowling, good bowling attack, but on a good deck, with a side that's batting well, they just want to get as many as they can on the board.
Here's Chowdhury. He's chosen, look, this is interesting, he's chosen the southern end. So that means the batter is batting, he's hitting with this big breeze, which means that he'll be able to control the speed of the ball. He'll just be hoping that he's got some protection. Has he got any protection? He's got Blake had a deep mid off. He's got a short.
He's got deep mid wicket.
Deep mid wicket. So obviously in T20 you'd have only 2 players out in the first 4 overs. Just these legs. They'll push for 1.
Chowdhury. I was talking to him earlier on. He played a lot of T20 cricket last year and didn't play a lot of first grade in the 1 day and 2 day cricket. But he's made himself belong now, hasn't he?
Hasn't he? He played through the grades at North. So he played second grade last year and now moved into first grade. And as sort of 98 yesterday, so he's every bit a first grade player. Down leg. Single. There's mix up. Sipple out.
Oh, well fielded.
Oh, Mick Seppel, he was doing his best to get the wheels going there.
What a great piece of work.
Terrific.
We're just talking about
fielding.
Chowdhury, but not only can he bowl, he can field as well. That's a great piece of work. The throw was just a bit off. There was a bit of indecision with the bat, the two batsmen.
Yeah, it was down leg.
Down leg there.
Nearly going to be caught. The danger was going now to the non-strikers and picked up, shied at the stumps. How often do you see them miss? He didn't, he hit, and that's the first wicket.
And out to the crease comes Harry. I tell you, Harry Wood.
He's the local hero. Started the season with 200s in the Premier.
I did see a little bit of that yesterday. I popped over to it, and he's batting so well, and he'll probably take his time here because he does want to score some runs.
Definitely, and with Jake Cross batting so nicely, it gives a chance for Harry just to maybe work into his innings a little bit. He doesn't have to press the button first time, first go, first ball.
Well bowled. Ian Healy's a big rap on Chowdhury, Grant.
He is.
I had a chat to him earlier. He said, I love him. He said he likes a bit of chat as well.
2,300 revs. Tim's Cross out of the crease there.
It's funny that Ian Healy liked him because he liked a bit of chat. But as a cricketer too, he loves him. He said he works hard, he bowls hard, he just keeps practicing.
He was part of that North's reserve grade premiership win last year.
Well, they've won a few, haven't they? 2 or 3 in a row?
Yeah, they have. And
Tommy O'Malley's fantastic skipper.
And they're pushing off for one.
And coached by the great man, Michael Maynard.
He's a great man.
Duck.
The Duck, he played a couple of first-class games. He was on the first ever.
Oh, well bowled against Chowdhury.
Yeah, first ever Indigenous tour of England. Would you believe it?
I think there was one in 1848 too. There was one, like they did do the...
Oh,
that was the first since we've been around.
Since then, in that format.
Yeah.
It wasn't a test cricket. That was a test match, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it might, but there was an Aboriginal team. There's been a great book written by Ashley Mallett, but I'm not sure of the year, but you're right.
And the day they were supposed to play at Lord's, rained out.
Oh, was it rained out?
Yeah.
Duck. Probably one of the most loved cricketers running around.
He is.
Great cricket.
He's just and super bowler as well. Now, Harry Wood, let's just see how he approaches this. He's 1 off 1. He would love to build this innings with Cross. Cross 18 off 9, 1 for 26 off 3. Smith to resume.
Did he start? He liked the ridge there, didn't he, with Danny Mullins down there at North, didn't he?
Absolutely.
Danny, what another good bowler, good bloke too.
Terrific. Short.
I agree. He's going to take his time a little bit here. I mean, he's the sort that ball normally. I think Harry, the form he's in, he may have knocked that through cover. Good ball.
Smith 126, 1,265 revs.
It's been fantastic, Grant. 3rd week in a row we're out here at Ivor Marsden.
Nice shot. Little punch.
Lots of time.
He has. Yeah, look, fantastic. And as you say, it's been just tremendous. You look around and every oval, there are people playing cricket. There's a great women's game over on the number 1 today.
Cass Raymond.
Oh, I tell you, one of the bowlers, that beautiful, actually looked like Greg Rowell. Just
really?
this beautiful run through the crease. He wants to cut back in the single. And this got through that leg by. Yes, leg by is umpire.
If you're going to model an action on a cricketer, Greg Rowell would be one of the people you'd go to.
Yeah, former Australian A quick. Used to go away on tours and practice running down at the hotels.
Did. Peter Anderson. Australia A, though, when Australia had some magnificent bowlers around, very tough era.
Yeah, we just won. A little bit of width.
Now on the Australian Cricket Board, Greg Rowell.
Yep, he's our latest. We've had Casper on the board, and now we've got Greg Rowell.
He'll be great for them. He's been great for Wests. The committee at Wests, a fantastic committee, but he's been a big part of that with John Dooley and the team down there. They've grown that, and the girls and the women's game at Wests is flying. Well fielded, run it on. Oh!
That would have been very close.
Out. Would have been out.
It would have been out. But he lives.
Jackson Smith knows it too.
There would have been a big out cross and really nice touch.
Standing still at the crease.
Quick single, shy, and home. Good running. Good understanding between these two. Wouldn't cross.
Wouldn't cross.
Both Hornets players, so they've probably batted with each other a number of times.
They play together in the Easter Carnival, probably as well. Wouldn't cross.
1 for 31 of the 4 overs, and now we can push our fielders out. That's the end of the first power play.
No, it's good to see the Ipswich cricket is growing, and the local competition in Ipswich as well is very strong.
There's a picture of the power players, Western power players, sitting here square of the wicket.
With Chowdhury back again.
Wood back. Down square.
That's 4.
That's 4. Good shot. When you're in good touch like that, you only have to drag down slightly, enough just to batter in form.
Chowdhury wipes his hand as you do as a bowler when you
sweat. Yep.
Sweat, and also it makes that might have slipped. He'd be disappointed, Chowdhury, with that.
Bowled. Good comeback. Very well bowled. Nudged away for 1.
Working his way into it.
Yeah.
Working his... No planes today. Haven't seen any take off out at Amberley Air Base. Quick single again. Are they going to go? No, they say. Dangerous. Wood wasn't ready. Cross was. But Wood had run about 4 yards past the keeper.
Yeah.
What do you say? Never run on a misfield?
Never on a misfield. Squeezes that one out on the onside. Just a single.
It's Jackson Smith down here on the fine leg boundary. Still stretching a little bit.
Cross
charges
down. There'll only be a single. Good shot for 1. Down a long on. Chowdhury, you're bowling nicely here. Look at those revs. 2,365 revs. Only 80 kilometres an hour. And here we've got 2 players just in control of their game.
You have, and I think with Wood, after coming off 200s, he'll be working his way in, thinking, keep scoring runs. You know, you never know. Selectors might see this, and he's definitely a future first-class player. His brother already involved in the system.
Yeah, they reckon he's definitely being talked about. How good to start a season with 200s. 1 for 40 off 5, exactly 8 and over.
Good start.
Yeah, very good start.
Harrison Wood not out 11. off 9, and Jake Cross not out 21 off 13.
Harry McNeely coming into the attack, number 12. He's the captain at Toombul.
Yep, coming off big runs. And bowls well as well.
Yeah, well, he's going to push in with this breeze. So, seam up bowler. Nice start. Nice start. Nice line of length.
Harry Wood, very straight bat. Takes it back. It's beautiful technique. And tall.
McInerney be happy with that start too. Just nice line of length, bowling to his field.
He's going to work into this, Wood. He's going to bat. He wants to bat through. And he knows if he stays there, it'll be he will score big. And the start they've got, he doesn't have to do anything silly at the moment. Just wait for the loose ball.
He's playing that support role for Cross. Cross is terrific form. Yeah, little nudge. Look for 2.
Well, we've lost more stuff
in
here.
Aries Treasure, come back for 2. Nice running. Very good running.
Great bit of running, and we've got the wind come through. There's paper everywhere. It's pretty breezy. Michael Studley just walked past, the president of Ipswich Hornets. Also a fine bowler in his own right. Back in the day at Easts.
And
Quick single, well fielded. Oh, careful.
Yeah.
I hope he's all right.
Yes. His urgency to get that ball back to the stumps. He's holding the top of his leg here.
Probably better it's his leg and not his shoulder.
And I hope his knee. No, he's in trouble. He just tried to get up then and...
No, he's, yeah, he just tried to...
Let's have a look at this. Just as he went to pick it up, I think his knee twisted. And that is going to need some attention. Yeah.
Just came down a bit hard on that knee, and he's sitting up at the moment, which is a good thing. And get a bit of ice on it. Give it a good stretch.
Yeah, look, how good is it to have big companies like Mazda involved?
It's great, and some of the owners of the Brisbane Premier League, Brisbane Premier League sides, Grant, that have got involved, and to have some of the people like Ian Healy, Chris Lynn, Darren Lehman involved. It's slow start because of the COVID situation. They were supposed to be playing it in August, and that's great news.
What I like about it, what I love about this is it is for amateur cricketers. They've modelled some of their thinking on the IPL. They had a $3 million salary cap, and what that meant is, if you'd spent a lot of money on a couple of players, it meant that you would have to spend some money on some less experienced players, which means some players that maybe play down the grades that are moving their way through the competition got a chance to play with first graders, which
they do. And just jumping in, Grant, this is fantastic news that he's okay, Jackson.
Must have just been a twist.
He's a great lad, and it would have been awful if that was a serious injury. Lost his run. No, he's not.
Not quite right, Harry.
He's...
No, he'll have to go off. Get some ice on that.
He's done. He wanted to keep going.
Get someone to finish his over. He'll probably call in Jackson Smith. Yep, no. Better off Harry just going off, getting some ice, getting some treatment.
Oh, it's McNeely.
Yep, Harry McNeely. So he'll get somebody else to finish off his over. There's his none for 4 off his 4 balls. What a shame. It was in the act of going down.
He's walking off, though. He's walking off okay. I'm hoping that it's just a little twinge.
Yep, there you go. Get that scene too.
And who will finish the over off?
Let's see if we can pick up this number. It's a off-spin bowler, number 23.
Jared Blake.
Jared Blake will finish the over.
He's bowled actually well throughout the whole series.
Yep, he's bowling down breeze with his offies. Two balls in this over.
I think Neely's having a drink of water there. I think he's all right.
Short, square cut. That will run down.
Well fielded down there on the boundary.
Is that Kush Ram, number 9? Well done, Kush. A 1 for 46. Flick out for 1. They look for 2. No, I'll settle for 1. That's 1 for 47 at the end of that over. Jared Blake came in to finish it off there. 7.8 per over. The run rate here for the power.
Which is a good start.
It's a really good start. Cross and Wood. 2 of the teammates from the Hornets. And good understanding running between the wickets. They're picking up those nice singles. Just as you said, I think Wood is definitely looking to anchor and bat through. Terrific form.
1 for 47. Wood's 15. They're going for 1 here. Run out on.
Chowdhury, little teapot there, hands on hips. Would rather there not be a single in that position.
Just sitting on his feet a little bit, but not too bad. Probably was a run there.
Square cut, lovely shot by Cross. He'll look for 2. In and out of the crease. No, settle for 1. Sweeper comes around. Well fielded.
So what's that now, Grant? 1 for 49 in the 7th.
2,266 revs. Gives it a good rip.
Sport core ball.
Sport core, yeah.
Fantastic what it's making, what it does.
Yeah.
It's only going to get...
So I would. Out to the sweeper. Just a single, keeping that scoreboard ticking over. Wood, 17 off 15.
Terrific start.
Yeah.
And Cross 25 off 16.
Chowdhury looks like he's just aiming in at that middle and leg. Got the coverage here on the square. Shot by Wood. And that's 4.
Had a great shot.
Split the 2 outfielders. There's a fielder there at long on and a fielder at cow corner, and 2 well times. Just rocked back. A little drag down by Chowdhury, and
coming off 200s, you're going to make them pay with a ball that's that short.
Chowdhury just used the crease there. He bowled from wide of the crease, which angled enough in, a slight drag down. Wood in that touch is going to take full toll. Full pitch. Just a single. Chowdhury looks like he's using those conditions well in terms of bowling into that stiff breeze, getting some nice dip, do you think?
Yeah, he is, Grant. bowled a couple of shorter ones there. I think he's just trying a little bit too much. He's practicing here now. I think he normally bowls better when he's not trying to do too much. He rolls them out very nicely. I think he's maybe bowling to Harry Wood, knowing that he's coming off that double 100 yesterday and 100 last week. He's bowling to someone in form. He thinks he has to do a little bit more than he has to.
Jackson Smith, 2 overs only going for 5.5, and Harry McInally, well, he had his 4 balls, going for 6 a ball. 6 a ball. 6 runs in his 4 balls, a bigger pun. And cross on 26, 1 for 56. The run rate back up to 8.
Here's Sadar, also bowls a good leggy.
Flat, outside off stump. Mid through, should look for 2. Settle for 1.
Hassan Sadar.
Plays for the Northern Suburbs Cricket Club. He has full pitch.
We're looking for 2.
For 2, and they'll get them. Yes, they'll get those. Good running. Good running. Hassan's taken some wickets already this season. He's I like him. I really like watching him bowl. He's a gutsy bowler. He won't be afraid to vary his speeds, his height. He'll get that ball above the eye line. He's got protection back. Long off, long on. Down the wicket end, straight to the fielder.
Bowled very well a couple of weeks ago against the Marlins in week 1. And he's given that a nice bit of air, isn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Which is great. Two really informed players.
Just short. He's got his protection out here. He's bowling to a plan. He knows to stay outside off stump. Do you like his action?
I do. I liked it the first week I saw it. I like his, and I like Chowdhury's as well. They both get a lot of revs, as you can see the revs on there. He's also playing first grade too.
Yep. He's cue down and long on to well bowled. Hassan Sadar, well bowled.
What about the leg spinners we've seen today?
Oh, yeah, that's one thing I'm loving about this shorter format of the game. Just what I thought, I was thinking it won't suit leg spinners, and a lot of it really is suiting these slower bowlers. I'll look for 2 but settle for 1. Yep, that's the end of the over. 6 off.
6 off. Nicholson and Abbey wasn't in the last game. They bowled very like Swepson. Play for the same club.
Sandgate, out there at Sandgate, and I know these guys. So Nathan Horrocks is the coach of Northern Suburbs. So a lot of these fellas, Chowdhury and Sadar and those guys, are going to learn a lot, aren't they? You're a test player, 26 something tests.
They are, and I think a lot of the young spinners coming through, they're getting a lot of help from people like Nathan Horrocks.
It's off spinner. I'll look for it. It's only got 1 there. So this is Blake.
Jared Blake.
They're looking for 2, run hard, they say. In and out of the crease. He's coming back. This will be close. Good running.
Very well run.
They called that early. Wood said to Cross, come on, mate, we're going to get 2 here. In and out of the crease. Dean Jones-like.
So this is Jared Blake's first full over. He finished the over off
Yep.
of McNeely.
Finished the over, so he's, down the other end. Oh, down to... Not on again, they're going to push again. And they're coming back again. Very well run.
Great running.
See those pockets here? So we've got plenty of room for 2s on the onside. We've got a big pocket from Long on, round to mid-wicket. Sloggers corner, saving the boundary, but they're picking up twos nicely. Back square. That'll be a single.
Bit of loose fielding there. Just bowling little darts.
That's Chaudhary out there. He looks a little bit gingery. He may have, I mean, he did have a big day yesterday.
And just come off another game. A lot of cricket.
Yeah, he's been playing a lot of cricket. I'll look for two again. Wood in and out of his crease. He'll come back. And good running.
That is fantastic running.
That's what happens. You start putting pressure on the field. The 1.5s get turned into twos. You get a missed field. And all of a sudden you're on top.
That's 3 this over, isn't it?
Down the crease.
Here he goes again. I don't think so this time.
No.
I think Harry Wood says, okay,
and he's
just take the one this time.
And he's sucking in the big ones there. What's happening? New gloves and a drink and cross 34 off 24. That's 1 for 71. Run rate stars hovered around that 8. That's 9 overs down.
It's getting pretty close to 32. It's a bit warm out here. That's why they're looking for that drink.
And Baggy, you look down, Wood's 29 of 22. And he's done that on the bit.
He sure has, and 34 off 24 for cross.
He's got himself in now, Wood. So, as you said, he's there at the end.
Let's look at the weather. Ipswich, 29, so right on 30 degrees. We're in spring.
No humidity. It's as dry as anything.
Brisbane, 25, so we've got a few extra degrees out here at over Marsden.
Hussain Sadar to take up the bowling again from the northern end. Drag down. Short. He's got coverage out there, bud, and he's hit that too well. So no 2 runs in that, just a single. So let's take a look at the field. We've got a deep long off, a deep long on, a cow corner and a deep mid wicket. We've got a short square leg or fine leg on the onside. Full ball.
Well fielded.
Hit well. Well struck, well fielded. And then on the offside, we've got a short third man, a short gully, a deep cover, and a long off.
Beautiful shot.
Brings the long off into play. Jackson Smith, the fielder there.
Isn't he? He's just a good-looking cricketer, isn't he, Harry Wood?
Very good. Very good. Strong build. You can see him clearing the boundary. Hasn't Cross used that shot effectively today. That just back and punch and square cut into the offside field, picking up 1s and 2s. 36 off 26. They've reeled him back in. He started very, very strongly. Wood cutting.
No run. Breeze is picking up, but it's sort of in gusts, isn't it, Grant? So that's tough sometimes for the leg spinner.
His control's very good, considering that.
Bowling well.
Lovely shot. Look for 2 this time, and he'll get 2. Cross is holding.
Brilliantly fielded by Chowdhury.
Yeah. Good work,
Brilliantly
Chowdhury.
fielded on the boundary. Attacked the ball that time.
He did.
That's the end of the over. 1 for 75.
Run rate 7.5. That's halfway through. So 1 for 75. What are we looking at?
Oh, I think they still need 180, 190. I do. I think that's with the batting, the
Well controlled. Just Push the left of cover there. Picks up an easy single, 32 off 27 now, Wood.
Waveriders, as we've seen, they've batted very well throughout the whole tournament, but yeah, I think they're looking for 180, 190.
Cross down the long on. Got all the shots cross. Loves that square cut. Pushes nicely. Straight. Well bowled. They'll pick up a single, but well bowled.
Very well bowled, and it's great to see these batsmen using their feet. There's a little bit of turn there, but both of these batsmen have used their feet from the start, from the moment they came to the crease.
Oh, what's really stood out to me is the understanding between them. They're
club mates?
Picking out, yeah, club mates, picking up singles, picking up twos.
Oh, no, it's out.
Oh, Harry Wood, bad luck.
That's the only way you're going to get Harry Wood out at the moment.
Ricocheted off the bowler's hand into the stumps. Harry out of his crease. And that has got to be one of the most unlucky ways to get out in cricket.
But I think everyone's had it done to them at some stage. But that last year there was a young bloke at Terrace, got done 2 weeks in a row that way.
Joking.
2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. Young buff.
Oh, what a shame.
But what another good knock. Another really good knock.
Really good knock. He's
getting he'll get a good round of applause from his teammates, and he'll be feeling that's. But you know what though, Grant, you get out like that, you're not coming off going, I played a bad shot, it was a good ball. He hasn't done a lot wrong. He's just unlucky.
That's the luck of the draw.
Luck of the draw.
Lucky Peterson's a new batsman from Souths, plays for the Southern Suburbs Club.
Good player too.
Yeah. So Jake Cross, 37 off 28.
So that's his name. It is Lucky.
Yeah, he's known as Lucky.
Good name to have.
Yeah.
Bet you he gets all his mates get him to buy their lotto tickets.
Why not? Cross will just want to sell himself now and look for those ones.
Well, that's what happens, Grant, isn't it? We just lost the wicket. The two batsmen are batting very comfortably, and now he knows, okay, we're now two for. I've lost my skipper. I just got to take it a little bit easy. Nothing, got to keep knocking them around. But I don't want to play anything silly now.
I'd love to keep around that 8. They've been as high as nearly 9 in their current run rate, 2 for 78 off those 11 overs.
If you work on that one-day cricket at the 30-over mark, you double it. I think in T20 cricket, you can at least double it if you've got wickets in hand. Wickets in hand is so important as well.
Doesn't it look great the way that the flags are flying there and
kids out here.
Kids out here enjoying a Sunday afternoon. That's a dub. Back into the attack from the northern end.
Mick Studley again. Mick, he's done a great job down here at the Hornets.
I do remember him. Yeah, quick
bowl outies.
Yep.
5 ovals.
Bowl.
Beat him in flight.
He did. He was lucky then. Just chipped it over cover. Oh, there's plenty of room there. It was a really risky shot. But I don't think he was done in flight.
Yeah, well bowled by Sadar. He just jumps in and runs in. Bouncy.
Dragged down and swung away. Plenty of protection.
That's a big boundary out there, Grant.
It is a big boundary. That's well struck by Cross.
He's still going well. That was a bit short, but instead of trying to go big, he's decided just to take the one. Again, well bowled by Sadar. None for 12 off nearly 3. Beautiful.
That's good cricket, isn't it? Just lovely control by the leggy. Bowling to a plan. field well set. And a new batter in, just knocking it around, looking for those singles. No dots from a batting perspective. Well bowled.
And good forward defence too.
Well bowled. Little bit of turn.
He'd be happy with that, Sadar.
None for 13 off his 3. A leggy bowling with the breeze. Terrific control.
Yeah, well bowled, Hassan. Had a bit of a chat to him earlier on too. He's very happy how they're coming out.
He took...
John Davison, I think, up before. Another,
Dodo.
he's doing a lot of work. We've got some good bowling coaches, spin bowling coaches in Queensland.
Yep.
Don't go hungry this side, make sure you rip in.
What have we got here? Jared Blake again?
Yep.
Well fielded.
Yeah, just quite an easy single in the end. Fielded to his left there.
Nice little sweep shot.
Yeah, dragged onto the onside.
Wind's just dropped.
The wind is just still now,
Right,
isn't it?
yeah, a little bit still.
So that means the bowler needs to adjust. The batter's not hitting with this wind now from this end.
Oh, here we go. Keeper's got it. Run out on. Well fielded by the keeper.
Leg buys. Must have been going down leg.
Yeah, no, I think it was.
Blake done for 17.
2 for 84. We wanted to push it along a bit soon.
Down the wicket. Swing. Coming across. Has he caught that? He has.
What a great
magnificent catch. We've seen some great catches today, but that is certainly, well, that's right up there.
Is that Addy Grill?
What a lovely catch. He hit that beautifully. As we said, the wind had died down. Had the wind been 2 overs ago, that would have gone for 6. But he came across to his left. Is that Eddie Grill down there? What a terrific catch.
It is such a big boundary. He hit it very, very well. He gets it. Doesn't get all of it. He liked it. I think it's that he runs around and dives.
And what a wonderful catch.
Fantastic catch. We'll find out who that was. I think it might have been Addy.
And very well batted by Cross. It took a great catch to get rid of Jake.
And I think he just decided, you know, you could just see that score there. And
batsman in the middle of it, faces first ball, is wearing number 10, it's Green Blue Wallet.
Just down behind Gully, in and out of the crease, and no, he'll stay for one, off the mark. He'll be happy with that.
he will be. Just lost their two wickets. Their 2 set batsmen.
At the end of the 13, 3 for 86. Lucky Peterson, out, Rinderwell, out.
So Blake, he'll be happy with that over.
Waveriders be very happy because they were just settling in. Wood was going along very, very well.
Got nicely supported
by Cross. Batted well.
Now, also, don't forget the batting side can choose now another power play. And what we have been noticing is they've been selecting the last 2 overs. Now, obviously, that works when you've got a lot of wickets in the shed.
Yeah.
What do you think they'll do with it this time?
They've got to settle now. I think you probably would leave it. You're going to leave it a little bit longer while these two settle in. They don't seem to be big hitters.
Well bowled.
They could be, but they're just going to work into it.
They're saying Sadar leggies. He took 3 for 45 in the Norths v Uni final last year in seconds.
Did he? Which they won.
Yeah, they did. Full pitch. And he didn't quite get all of that.
He got away with it.
He got away with that.
Got away with it.
And look, Banger, what do you think? When a bowler is in a good rhythm and bowling well, do you think you're more likely to get away with that odd bad one, you know, the batter?
Well, sometimes they get a bit shocked. You're right. He wasn't expecting a bad ball because he has bowled well. Good point. Well taken.
Down leg, and it's wide. Leg side wide. Has to adjust his radar here. Sadar.
He's got to finish it off now. Shot.
Well, and there's just behind square, just for one.
So disappointed with that.
This is what I noticed with the Waveriders last game. We commentated. They seem to have plans to me. They have their bowling plans. They stick to their plans, and at the moment they're getting some good results.
A bit of a shock, actually. I knew they were a good side, but
down the wicket.
There's a lot of unknown players that I hadn't seen a lot of, but it turns out they're now playing first-grade cricket. A lot of them are for Norths.
Yep. And
they're extremely good cricket. I've been so impressed with Chowdhury and Addy Grill.
Oh, well fielded. And that's the other thing, when you're a slow bowler, to be able to field well off your own bowling, can't that put pressure on the batter?
As the wind picks up again?
As it goes, yes.
But I think, again, talking to Ian Healy about Addy Grill earlier on, he said he's got those left hand, a bit like Chandapur, he's got that really good wrist.
Yes. Back.
It's a nice shot.
Feel the pressure. Yep. Here comes Chowdhury. Hits 2.
He's looking a bit tired out there.
He is looking tired. That's the end of the over.
Coming off 98 in the game and
3 for 93. So at one stage the Power were over 8 and over. So the Waveriders have really reeled them back in at now 6.64 and over. 2 new players at the wicket.
They have a Grant being a Norths cricketer, and you love of Norths. As a club, they've had some success in the last few years, and you know, the new oval down there now, the new clubhouse, it's looking great down there, isn't it?
If you get a chance to go and take a look at a grade cricket ground, Norths would be one to go and take a look at. It's been redeveloped. There's been a substantial amount of money, 30 million, as a matter of fact, that came from 3 levels of government, came money invested by Cricket Australia, Queensland Cricket. It's seen as another option to Allan Border Field. It would be great for women's cricket. And I'll tell you one thing really interesting about what they've done. They've brought in different soil makeup from different wicket compositions to replicate different wickets from around the world and Australia. New bowler, leg side, 2 mid wicket, runs the new bowler.
Kush Ram again.
So you could, if you want to replicate a quick bouncing wicket, you can. If you want to replicate a you know, subcontinent wicket you can, and it's just so well done.
No, it's a great venue.
Outside off, dive, well through, beautifully timed. Pick up and down for 2. You went through your club too. Went from Bottomley to Redlands.
Yep.
We went from Windsor to Shore Road.
Yep.
You must be very impressed with Redlands.
Oh, Redlands is a fantastic venue. As I think we've discussed before, we love the old club. We all love our old roots. But now at Redlands, it's a fantastic venue. But we love being back there. I mean, Windsor Park was a great spot too. But the Bottomley Park, we love the crab pot.
Lucky Peterson looks like he's in good touch. Building into his innings.
And there's lights getting put in all these grounds now too. It's fantastic.
Down leg, that'll go for 4. Just tuck that off his pads. Lovely leg glance. That's a boundary.
It's my middle daughter had a little bit, works for the company that did the architect work down there at Norths, and had a bit to do with that, which is fantastic.
Even you take a look at the side screens, and the outfield's like a billiard table, and you go down there on a Friday night, and there's kids everywhere, like it should be.
Yeah, it should be, and here at Ivor Marsden as well, there's another one. 5 wickets, 5 games of cricket going on here today.
Well played, onside, push for 2, settle for 1. Peterson working into his innings very nicely now. Score 3 for 102. Just below 7 the run rate. Rahm, none for 25. A little bit expensive. Drag down, leg side, down to fine leg. And that would just be a single to Llewellyn.
So they're just settling back here now. I mean, it's 14 point, nearly 15 overs, which it is now at 103. 5 overs to go. They'd still want 150, 160, Grant.
Yeah, 150, 160, you're right. And but don't forget, the Power still have their power play to call. So it looks at 3 for 103. I think they'll probably call those in the last 2 overs. And that's an opportunity to just have the 2 fielders out again.
Yeah, I think they will wait. Jackson Smith coming back into bowl. He's still got a couple to go. He bowled well again today. You impressed? Oh, but I love him. I think he's a great bowler.
None for 11 off 2. He's just got great control. Good length, good lines.
Runs in well too.
And a single, a dot ball. Let's see, where are the opportunities? There's certainly, if he pitches on leg, there's plenty of space behind square. If he pitches up on leg, there's a pocket here at cow corner for the lefty.
He's got a bit of, we talked about the other week, you've got a bit of Joe Dawes, and there's also there's a little bit of a co-commentator from last week, Michael Kasparich.
Yeah, that's a good rap too. Yeah, just for Casper. There's in the air, and he'll definitely look for 2. So there's the 2 ball opportunity.
Plays for the Gold Coast. Bowling to Llewellyn. That's pretty fine. They'll get back for 2, I'd say.
Back for 2, yeah. Good running. Llewellyn coming back to the danger end. They'll look for those 4 balls. Now we've got still got 7 wickets in hand.
I think they need to go a bit harder now.
Yeah,
I think it's time.
It is time. I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd be. Why not call this power play a bit earlier. Driving. Shy. Oh, that was close.
Would have been close. I'm not sure, Grant. I know that these two calling it now, maybe they've got a couple in the shed, a couple of bigger hitters.
Right.
That they're thinking, let's wait till they get in there.
Yeah, good call.
They're chafing at the bit too. You can see them over here. The guys have got the pads on and they're ready to get out and have a hit. These guys may be just knocking them around. They could be the guys to go with. And but we'll see. We'll see.
Smith again bowling beautifully. His control. It's been just what the Waveriders were looking for.
Another good ball.
Yeah, number 17. About to finish off his third over. Very economical. Run a ball. Good in T20 cricket.
The breeze is just starting to pick up again. It just dropped for about 5 minutes.
Up it comes again. Oh, playing a miss. Really good bowling. Couple of players that are set. Smith around that 110 kilometres an hour. Oh, what a lovely
That was a
ball.
great delivery.
Pitches, middle and leg. Beats him outside off stump.
Little magpie down here that picked up with our camera crew.
That's a
Doing
mum.
fine job out there.
Yeah, you can see that's a mum there, and there's Dad.
That's mum and dad. How do you know it's dad?
Dad's black, real black, whereas Mum is a little got a sort of grey.
What's the one out there?
I'm not professing to be a magpie expert. I got attacked by one in Toowoomba when I was a kid, and I've never recovered. But I do know enough to know that real black one is the male, and that I know there's the female.
No, that was good. I don't mind the Maggie. They don't tend to attack. They don't like plovers.
Yeah, no.
There's a few down at Redlands last weekend that were attacking everybody, and I don't like plovers.
Right, we're down to 4 overs to go now, and we've got Lucky Peterson run a ball, and Llewellyn just a bit better than that. 3 for 109.
Healy's our camera operator and producer and everything else. She's just got zooming in on the magpie, but we're back to the cricket.
Chowdhury's back into the attack.
Chowdhury. Were you damaged by the magpie?
Yeah. No. I'm go to water anytime they come near me.
Been any injury? Was there injury?
Yeah.
Here he goes.
Yep, injuries. Chowdhury dragged down. Gets away with it. Quick single. Oh, that would have been out. Yes, that would have been out.
What a great piece of fielding.
Yeah.
Again.
That was Kushram coming across from short mid-wicket. Picked up.
Big fast
wide
bowler.
action.
Loved a big fast bowlers fielding like that.
Yeah. I think Chowdhury just got away with that little drag down then.
Who's gone?
Who's out? Llewellyn on. Oh, what did he do there?
Chalk it up.
Chalk it up. Toe into the bat. He was definitely going over deep mid-wicket there, and
He decided to go Llewellyn.
Yep.
15 off 14, 14 off 14 for Lucky Emmanuel.
That one knee. Down on the one knee. He's out.
Bowled him.
Well bowled. Chowdhury.
He's happy. He's got puts a finger in here. You can see he loves his cricket, Chowdhury, doesn't he?
Yep.
Not that he wasn't dismissing him. He wasn't telling him to go. He just put his finger in the air.
No, he was very happy with his line, his length. They've fielded well, the Waveriders, and they're bowling nicely. Yep, that just maybe a top spinner. Banger, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it was. Just struck straight through him, didn't it?
Yep, he's looking to hit it deep into the onside where there are a couple of gaps, and that was the end of Lucky Peterson.
It was lucky.
Bowl, Chowdhury,
Yeah, it was lucky.
14 off 15.
So Bryn Llewellyn's still there, not out on 15, off 14. And they're joined.
And new batter is Dylan McLaughlin from Valleys.
Dylan McLaughlin.
It's a big ball.
He does, and I think this could be, they could call that power play soon, give him an over to get in.
Yeah.
They may even leave it now. I'm thinking, Grant, they may leave it till the end. 4 for 111.
This has been a good
wickets in hand. And
fight back by the Waveriders. Really has been.
They keep doing it.
We were talking 140, 150 there at one stage, and look, they'll go close to that.
They still should get. They
Yeah,
still
they
should
one.
get there.
Yeah.
They still should. But you're right. They were looking at doing it comfortably.
Yeah, yeah, maybe even more than that. Full pitch, and just punched out.
I think one of these new
the
batsmen,
outside.
Llewellyn's obviously there, McLaughlin's just come in, but one of them needs to take these guys on, their spinners.
Yeah.
Instead of just knocking the singles around, someone needs to just take the risk. You're only 4 down, you've got 6 wickets in hand, you've only got 4 overs to go, just go big.
Gone.
Top edge, he went big.
It's gone over the wicketkeeper's head.
Would have got a bit of bat or something on that. He did.
So what are they doing with the field? They're dropping that cow corner position.
You get the deep mid wicket,
Deep mid wicket.
deep mid off.
No one behind square on the leg
Actually,
side.
maybe they have called it. Only 2 out.
Right, they've called it. Yep,
They must have called that over.
yep. Now I was talking to the umpire about the signal. It's sort of like he said. He explained it. Said like you're swimming.
Oh, was that the signal?
Yeah. So
I thought he was just. Yeah, I wasn't sure. What was
I'd say it's been taken, Banger.
So there's another over to go in the power play.
Yep, and righto, and must be 3. No, they've got no.
Got a couple. Wasn't it good to see Brendan Creevy before down here?
Brendan Creevy, one of my favourite all-time cricketers.
And blokes. What a good bloke.
Could play.
Good play. Got 9 for in a second grade game at Bottomley Park in the early days of cricket. He left. He turned up late the second week, and he wasn't sure he wanted to play any cricket. He said, "I'm not sure I like this game," but then he decided he did like it and took 1,000,000 wickets. Played for Queensland.
Yep.
Cush
Shrum. Yep.
turned around. Cush has changed ends.
Yeah, changed ends. To Llewellyn. I'll be disappointed missing that. Just got to get bat to ball at this stage of the game. 3 overs left.
I'd like to see Cush just bend it just a bit there. That's a
That
lovely
one,
looking
yeah, straight to the
drive.
fielder. Good looking drive straight to the fielder. Where our fielders long on and deep square leg. So
Yeah,
it's
deep square
on Banger. This is power play. Where's that gone? Down to leg, down to the keeper.
Pressure's on now. See,
Yeah,
they're trying
pressure's
to play
on.
that. I mean, they've gone to power play and they've had a couple of balls where they haven't got a run.
No.
He's looking for us out here at commentary position where
He
we're
is.
sitting, Grant. That's
Yeah.
where he needs to go.
Yeah.
But I think his shot's probably the cover drive.
Yeah.
It's
Down
gone
the square
straight to
leg.
the fieldsman.
He'll pick it up and that'll only be a single. Well bowled run, you've got to say. You know, the specialist bowlers who bowl in these tight situations where he's only allowed 2 fielders out.
Between the 2 out, there's no one out. Instead of looking out here, maybe just try and take him through the covers or through point where there's no one out.
Yeah, yep.
And that's his shot. He's played a couple of beautiful cover drives. Don't try put the other one away, the slog sweep, because you're hitting into the wind.
So we've got Dylan McLaughlin from Valleys, plays for the Valleys Club.
So we've got a deep cover and a deep square.
Shot.
Go straight up mid on.
Straight
What a great
over
shot.
mid on. Good
6.
calling in. That's 6.
And
Yeah.
that is very, very important in the situation of the game.
And it's against the breeze. Very beautifully hit. Ram pitched
McLaughlin.
up. That was the opportunity.
It was. He saw that there was the opportunity to mid on. He didn't try and overhit it. That was a bit like Sam Truloff, who hits the ball he just waits for the ball. So McLaughlin will be happy with that.
And a dab. Follows it up. Quick single. Rotates the strike.
It was well bowled. But even now, they can still... The fieldsman can go back out again, but he feels in now. He's hit a lovely 6.
Yep.
Give himself a bit of room.
And that's the end of the over. 4 for 120. Run
That's
rate.
2 overs, isn't it? The power play.
Yeah, 2
Just
overs.
2 overs. 17 from 19.
Lachlan 8, so we've got 2 overs left. 121. Let's say they go 10 and over. You're getting to 140, which is what you called earlier on.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, the wind picks up again there now.
Who bowls this? Let's have a look.
That's Smith at the other end.
Smith from the other end.
He had 1 to go. He did have 1 to go.
It is.
So 18
it's
overs.
Connor Smith coming in from the southern end. And out! First wicket.
Beautiful.
First ball.
Well bowled. Had to keep going. That's a great catch as well. Straight to him.
Straight to
You've got to catch
very
it.
Good catch. Smith.
Harry Wood runs out a drink of water. I think he's got something to say to the non-striker.
It's good bowling by Smith. Southern end. Full outside off stump. Freed his arms.
Didn't do a lot wrong, did he? He just hit it
Not
well. He
really.
just hit it to the fieldsman. 1 metre either side. It's 4. Hit a lovely 6.
Went very quickly.
He had to keep going.
So 4 for 121 now. The power. It's been a really good fight back by the Waveriders, and that's been them for this tournament, hasn't it? They've really hung in there.
Is that Harry Austin? I think it is.
Yep, Harry Austin, another Hornets player.
And Harry hasn't got any time.
No time.
It's just straight away, Harry, welcome, this is Smithy. You've got to try and hit Smithy as far as you can. First up.
Play swing and a miss.
Well bowled.
Yep, deep fine leg and a deep mid wicket and a deep long on. There's a man on the offside covering the deep cover boundary.
We were asking Smith earlier on, before they went out, who was going to be bowling. Came over, gave us some information, didn't he? As in who was opening up, so we knew from a commentary point of view. Lovely young lad.
Yeah, Gold Coast boy. Slow ball. Great variation. Covered down there at leg. And, yep, that's off the bat.
Takes the score to 5 for 122. Okay, 130. 116 we knew wasn't enough in the first game here, Grant.
Yes.
And we said it would have been good if they got to 130, 140. We've still got 3 balls to go in this over, and we've got another over to go.
So where's Llewellyn looking now? They're pushing everyone back square on the leg side. Short, down leg. Oh, and it's gone out to...
There was Addy Gruel again.
Yeah. You get that, looks like he may have got that a little early. I was looking down square leg for that, and...
Love Addy. Addy's loves a fielding. He doesn't bowl. First week I said, did you bowl? And he said, no, I didn't bowl. It's been a bit of fun with it now. I was asking him, how'd you go today? Did you get any wickets? He said, no, only runs.
Yep. Short. Oh, good ball. Try and hook that. Oh, followed him.
Big off cutter.
Oh, big off cutter.
Straight into his bread basket.
Jackson Smith put his name down. Oh, yeah, these guys that specialise bowling in at the death bowlers, and you're not doing a lot with that.
He hasn't been surfing down the coast. He's been practising his cricket, hasn't he?
Short and 1 Over the shoulder. He's no wide. No
it's fine. It
ball.
looked fine to me.
Yeah.
It looked fine to me. He did look around, but no, I think there was nothing wrong with that.
That's the end of the over. Smith 1 for 20.
What a great over. In over 19 of a T20 game, that is a fantastic over.
5 for 124.
Tremendous bowling.
Smart bowling. Really, you know, he was never going to be able to do anything with that. So a couple of really good balls.
Down there. So 1 over to go.
So the most economical bowlers, Jackson Smith and Sadar. Isn't it good bowling by Sadar as well?
Sadar's bowled extremely well today. Marvellous bowling by Smith.
And Kushram, I think, is getting the last over.
Kushram, so he's going to go. There's a bit of a behind square. He tried, didn't he?
Yep.
And he gets a wide, which gives enough. He has to re-bowl that.
Yes.
And you can see there's a little gap. So they've got a short, fine leg, Grant.
Yes.
And they've got a. If you see over there, you've got a deep square. He's got a bit of a spot just behind there with a little ramp. Third man's just come up too.
Squeezed out there to the onside. They've pushed the fielder back on the onside. He's now going to come in.
I think Llewellyn's the man though. Austin's just come in. Bowler. He's swinging with his head moving, which is hard. Got to keep your head still.
5 for 126. We've got 5 balls remaining.
Llewellyn's got mid-wicket. He's got square leg. He's going to go finer. Well bowled.
Swing and a miss.
Well bowled by Kushram.
Good bowling.
They're bowled very well, superbly.
Gee, that's hard to hit. Did you say Craig Jesberg said the wicket would get quicker? Is that what you said?
It's a different wicket, isn't it?
It is.
The wicket this morning was a bit... Even though these guys have bent their back a bit, though.
Yeah. In the air. Fielder coming around.
Oh, bounces in front of him.
They'll get
two.
Didn't quite get it.
Kush be happy, but he's still got a few to bowl.
Yeah,
because he had the wide first up. So there's 128. With 3 balls to go. If they can get 2 or 3 boundaries, it gets him to close to 140. He's got to keep going though, Llewellyn.
Short again.
Come back. He's got to come back for 2. You've got to come back for 2. Is he?
Yes.
Yes, he is now. He's sacrificed himself. He made it. Great
Not
running.
out. Yeah, not out. Well run.
Had to come back.
Yeah,
You've got to leave Llewellyn on strike. But well done, Austin.
2 balls to go.
So what's Llewellyn going to do here? He has got a gap out through the covers, and I have seen him hit a couple of beautiful cover drives. Maybe give a bit of room and go that way. No, he likes cow corner.
Yep.
And he's got that finer this time.
Down a fine leg.
Comes back for 2. Well done.
There's the 132. 5 for 132.
1 ball to go. He'll be trying to hit it out of the ground, won't he, Grant?
That's it. Yeah.
What do you do? Just keep your head still and this big boundary, straight. He's got to go straight.
Yep. And he does.
Oh, he's hit it in the air. He's got a bit of it, but he's coming around.
Coming around. He's going to hit. Oh, he's put it through his hands
and
down for 4.
You'd be disappointed with that.
He had that very well covered.
Just unfortunately.
That's Hugo Burton, a very good player. He's about 4th in the batting at the moment.
He'd be disappointed. He's moving. His head just wasn't still when he finally got to it.
136. 5 for 136.
Well, it ended up with 136. So it's closer to 140 than 125.
Got a good piece of that outside off stump. Dragged it down to...
Just bounced through. The disappointing thing was the boundary too. But that's cricket.
That is cricket.
The Waveriders coming off. They'd be happy with the performance because at one stage they are getting clapped off by their team. Coach Clifford's not here today, but Keith Abraham's the manager is looking after things. And he's... yeah, they'd be very happy with that, giving Kushram a good round of applause, and Sadar and Smith.
Jake Cross He anchored the innings for the Western Power, 39 of 34, got off to a fly, and then the Waveriders reeled things back in a little bit. Harry Wood, very unlucky. Straight drive, clipped the bowler's hand and back on the stumps, run out. And Brisbane Llewellyn not out there, 28 off 26.
Did a job, and with the bowlers, Jackson Smith, who we love, he runs in and he bowls hard, 1 for 20, bowls superbly for 4 overs. Nikhil Chowdhury, again, 1 for 25 off 4. Jared Blake, 1 for 19. We can't see on there, but Sadar also, I was impressed with, bowled very well as well. And a couple of great catches. And Addy, what better that catch on the boundary by Addy?
Oh, we've seen 2
And the other one at cover was a beautiful catch as well, which we'll see a lot of those. They'll be replayed and replayed for the rest of the week, especially by those 2 particular blokes. We're back shortly with the second innings. Waveriders will be chasing down 136.
Short. Oh, beautifully struck by Cross. I think that's gone all the way. What a lovely... Short. Oh, beautifully struck by Cross. I think that's gone all the way. What a lovely... Good shot.
That's through too.
Cover. That's going to go all the way, I think.
Great start by Cross.
That's a 4. Short. Beautifully cut there. That'll go for 4.
That's a beautiful shot for 4. Charged him, waited.
Short. Beautifully cut there. That'll go for 4.
That's a beautiful shot for 4. Charged him, waited.
That's for 98 yesterday, so he's every bit a first-grade player. Down leg. Single. There's mix-up. Simple. Out.
Oh, well fielded. Oh.
That's for 98 yesterday, so he's every bit a first-grade player. Down leg. Single. There's mix-up. Simple. Out.
Oh, well fielded. Oh.
Wood back. Down square.
That's 4.
That's 4. Good shot. Shot by Wood. And that's 4.
That's a great shot.
Split the 2 outfielders. Shot by Wood. And that's 4.
That's a great shot.
Split the 2 outfielders between them. They're
Club mates.
picking out, club mates, picking up singles, picking up 2s.
Oh, no, it's out.
Oh, Harry Wood, bad luck.
Standing 14 for Lucky, Emmanuel.
That one knee. Down on the one knee, he's out.
Bowled him.
Well bowled. Chowdhury.
14 for Lucky, Emmanuel.
That one knee. Down on the one knee, he's out.
Bowled him.
Well bowled. Chowdhury.
40 square.
Shot.
Go straight up mid on.
Straight over mid on. Good
6.
calling in. That's 6.
Deep. Said no, only runs.
Yep. Short. Oh, good ball. Try and hook that. Yep. And he does.
Oh, he's hit
it's
it
in the air.
He's got a bit of it, but he's coming around.
Coming around. He's going to hit. Oh, he's put it through his hands and
gone.
down for 4.
You'd be disappointed with that.
He had
gone
that
for 4
very.
Yep.
And he does.
Oh, he's hit
it's
it
in the air.
He's got a bit of it, but he's coming around.
Coming around. He's going to hit. Oh, he's put it through his hands and
gone.
down for 4.
You'd be disappointed with that.
He had
gone
that
for 4
very. Short. Oh, beautifully struck by Cross. I think that's gone all the way. What a lovely. Short. Oh, beautifully struck by Cross. I think that's gone all the way. What a lovely. Good shot.
That's through too.
Cover. That's going to go all the way, I think.
Great start by Cross.
That's a 4. Short. Beautifully cut there. That'll go for 4.
That's a beautiful shot for 4. Charged him, waited.
Short. Beautifully cut there. That'll go for 4.
That's a beautiful shot for 4. Charged him, waited.
98 yesterday, so he's every bit a first-grade player. Down leg. Single. There's mix-up. Simple. Out.
Oh, well fielded. Oh.
98 yesterday, so he's every bit a first-grade player. Down leg. Single. There's mix-up. Simple. Out.
Oh, well fielded. Oh.
Wood back. Down square.
That's 4.
That's 4. Good shot. Shot by Wood. And that's 4.
That's a great shot.
Split the 2 outfielders. Shot by Wood. And that's 4.
That's a great shot.
Split the 2 outfielders between them. They're
Club mates.
picking out, club mates, picking up singles, picking up 2s.
Oh, no, it's out.
Oh, Harry bad luck.
14 for Lucky Emmanuel.
That one knee. Down on the one knee. He's out.
Bowled him.
Well bowled. Chowdhury.
And 14 for Lucky Emmanuel.
That one knee. Down on the one knee. He's out.
Bowled him.
Well bowled. Chowdhury.
Square.
Shot.
Go straight up mid-on.
Straight over mid-on.
For
Good
6.
calling in. That's 6.
14 off. No, only runs.
Yep. Short. Oh, good ball. Jake Cross was the top scorer for the Western Power, 39 off 34 balls, and Harry Wood, 33 off 28.
And they're chasing 136. The Waveriders, they won the toss and decided to bowl.
Jackson Smith was the pick of their bowlers, 4 overs, 1 for 20, and Nikal Chowdhury, who is actually opening the batting now for the Waveriders.
Coming off 98 yesterday, mind you,
yeah.
With Addy Gruel, who one of my new favourite cricketers. Bryn Llewellyn will be bowling first up.
Unorthodox.
Well bowled. Good start. Addy just knocks one around. He's coming off 60 odd yesterday too for Norths. So these two both about 160 between them yesterday, Grant.
Yeah, come up through second grade into first grade. Nikal, 98. He got 90 odd off 80, and then just had a little bit of a down patch on his way to 100, and then a big catch, good catch by the keeper, dismissed him.
Oh, that's a guy coming off 98, isn't it? He's decided this first ball, I'm going to flick this over mid-wicket for 4. He missed it. It might be a bit of a check for him to say to himself, hey, just take your time. As he does, he hits it just to mid-off. Nice bowling by Bryn.
Yeah, good start.
And they know what they've got to do. That's really why they like the chase. Hit that beautifully for 4. He smashed that. He's a big boy too, Chowdhury.
He's a big
boy. Big boy for a leg spinner. Yeah. If he walked into a coffee shop and they said, "Well, you play cricket? What do you do?" I bowl leg spin. And he looked like a fast bowler.
And hits a very good ball.
He did say to me, a great run out. When I walked past him before Grant, he said, "Did you see my run out?" I said, "I did. It was a good run out. Well done." We talked it up.
Love their cricket. Love their cricket.
Here's Bryn again. Just pushes it down to mid-on. No run. And he's settling in here. Just that one just snuck onto his leg stump, that one ball before that one. Well taken by the keeper. That's over. Good start really for both sides. It was a good bit of bowling. One loose one which Chowdhury put away.
Yeah, no wicket for 5. That's one of those, call it square.
I think so. And we got big Sean Lutter bowling from the other end. We had his twin identical brother, which means they're the same looking, from the other in the game previously. Isn't it great to have two? Imagine the parents.
Yep.
2 sons, both playing Premier League cricket and grade cricket. And they're identical twins, and they both run in and bowl fast.
It's funny how they've been picked up by 2 different franchises.
That's cool, isn't it? It's good sometimes for twins to separate themselves for a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, Eddie's hit that one. Big one, Eddie, but there is a man out there on the deep mid-wicket boundary, which was well chosen when you only have 2 out. They've got a third man and a deep square.
And I can just see this left-handed, right-handed combination really working for the Waveriders.
And I'll tell you what, the Power have decided they've got the same field for Chowdhury which is a deep third man and a deep square leg. He's got his hand up there. There's a bit of sun out there.
Tell me, what's the thinking on the deep third man?
Oh, Chowdhury just charges him and smashes
it
for 4. What a great shot. You can see he's coming off form. I didn't see a lot of his knock yesterday, Grant. You did. Did he bat like this, or is he just going pretty hard early here?
He batted like this. He looked in command right from the get-go. As I said, he got to 90 off 80. So I remember when we run a ball, we were hot, really going, and he was just in control of his innings, and then ended up with 98.
That's the reason the third man's down there, to save 4.
Right, so that's that short outside off stump that he either guides down there, saves the boundary, or if he does rock back, he was covered here at deep mid-wicket. So
he was.
That answers that question.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's a defensive fielding placement, you would say, but I prefer. I'm not sure whether I like it. Straight up, let's get it. They need to get wickets. Straight through him. Addy hit that very, very well.
That went like a tracer bullet.
But it was a chance. It was a chance. Went straight through the hands of mid-wicket, not deep mid-wicket, of mid-wicket. Ended up at deep mid-wicket where the ball ended up.
We're just making some adjustments to the field here. Banger out here at deep square leg or deep point.
Mm-hmm. And Addy's gone for that again. That'll be called a wide. Straight through, well taken by the keeper.
Just lost his radar a little bit there. It started shaping on leg stump and then just continued down the leg. So well taken, as you said. Yep, very well taken.
Just trying to bowl again a little bit too fast at the moment. Get your rhythm first and then work your way into it. It's hard when you've got a bloke like Addy Gould who's just after you. As he is again. Keeper appeals, bowler doesn't. Keepers sometimes hear things that bowlers don't because they're closer.
Well, and we've got good hearing.
Good hearing, keepers.
Yeah, I'm just sure. Now that, he must have heard something then.
Yeah, he wouldn't have appealed if he didn't hear something.
Only appeal when they're out.
Yeah, Addy's just into him, isn't he? He's after him.
Yep.
But again, they'll be looking for a bonus point too, Grant. I'm just wondering why they're coming out so hard. Bonus points are very important to the Waveriders.
They are.
So yeah, they've gone very hard, very early.
If results go their way, it's foreseeable they could end up in second spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think
the
a
Dingoes
bonus
winning.
point.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Dingoes.
Yeah. A bonus point would mean a lot to them. Hence the go hard early.
Here's Llewellyn again. Use his feet again. He's got beautiful wrists, Addy Gould.
Look at that, just checked himself, got down to the pitch of the ball, decided not to push through.
Oh, reverse sweep. He tried. And he'll come back for 2 on the arm. That'll be buys, I would say, unless he did get a bit of bat on it. No, he did get some bat on that.
Llewellyn saw that. He darted it in as soon as he saw the switch.
Charges that, hit it straight up in the air. This should be caught. And it is caught. Great catch. It was going away from him on the wind.
That's a good catch. That was not an easy catch. The wind is swirling around. He backtracked. He taking backward paces.
Is that Mick Sipple?
It is. I reckon 21. If it's 21, that's Mick Sipple.
Well done. In his 40s. And Addy Gould won't be happy with himself there. He does respect his own wicket. But I think he thought, the way I'm hitting the ball at the moment, I need to go hard early and back my form, because he's been batting so well. But that one there, he just
It's Mick Sipple, all right. He's taken it left over his left shoulder. Did not take his eyes off the ball at any stage during that ball's flight.
Just got away. So who have we got coming into bat now? Harry McNeely was injured.
Hugo.
So I'd say to be Hugo, because Harry's hurt or done a little bit of a tightened hamstring.
Hugo Burton. He's actually sitting fourth on the run scoring list for all teams. He's obviously in very good form.
He is, and then you've got some batting there. Hugo Burton, Connor Carroll, Jared Blake, welcome back, Cotter, Kushal Ram. So you got some batting. But now what that does, Grant, is Chowdhury now goes, even though he's been going, they've both gone hard early, he just needs to probably check himself.
Yep. Good start. Nice start by Burton.
Just knocked that out to cover for none. Well bowled by Llewellyn.
Sweeping.
Leg side, not called a wide. Batsman thinks it should have been, but it just missed. Just missed off stump. We are on the square boundary here. Oh, that was nearly caught.
Read that like a bowler.
He did. We can't see that. It's not my fault. So did it go over off stump? Wow. Anyhow, well bowled by Llewellyn. He's 1 for 8. Good start. 1 for 20.
They needed, 117 off their 17 overs.
Burden just come to the crease. 1 off 3. Chowdhury 9 off 7. And it'll be Donnell White, I think, will be coming on to bowl from the Valleys Club.
And he's one of our leading wicket takers for the competition. He bowled really well.
He bowled well against Redlands too in the first grade game last weekend in the one-day game. Yeah, good start too. He's up and about.
Yeah,
Donnelly jumps, he hoppy and runs in, and he's
lovely, bouncy, energetic
action.
And then a lot of shoulder into the wicket. He's an into the wicket bowler.
He's bowling to Burden, who, as you said, Grant, has batted well throughout the Mazda Brisbane Premier League over the last 3 weekends. Well done again. 2 dot balls in a row. Dot balls in T20 cricket.
Gold.
It is gold, and it makes batsmen just think, I haven't scored enough, I haven't scored a run, and sometimes it means a risk.
Now let's see, if he gets the 3 dot balls, the theory is something will happen on the 4th. So let's see if we can turn
Is that your theory?
That's my theory.
Good theory.
I'm going with it. He doesn't get the dot.
He's got a bit of that. It won't go all the way, but it'll bounce over the boundary for 4.
Didn't get the test my theory. That went down leg side. Didn't get it, did he?
He didn't get it at all, but he'll take it. It's still 4 in the book.
Well, while we have 2 fielders out and there's no one at fine leg, that was a no-risk shot in the end.
Donald won't be happy with it. He just pushed it down the leg side and he got taken for 4. Just down there. There he goes. Good comeback, though, by White. The one right in the right spot. Just checked him up, Burden. But Burden has batted very well throughout the tournament.
He has. He's been in control. He knows his game. That's what I like about him. He knows his strengths and he knows where.
Oh, charges him. There's no one out on that side. It won't go all the way for 4. It'll pull up. Well fielded. Throw comes back in. They take 2. Takes the score to 26 for 1 for 26. Donnell White has 1 ball remaining in the over. And I think they are definitely looking to get home early. The Waveriders, they've come out. Oh, that's out! What a great catch in the covers. Smashed it, dived and caught it. That's the only way you can win games sometimes. That was a magnificent catch. Who we got taking that there, Grant? You're very good at picking them up.
I've got him. He's number 20. So
number 20. I'll give him 20 out of 10 for the catch.
On the list, what a terrific catch. Full-blooded square drive in the air. Diving full length to his left. What a... Gee, we've seen some good catches.
And he knew it was good too. I love it when they know it's good because it hits those hands and he catches it. And he caught it well, and we'll find out who he is in the meantime. We are a long way away from him.
There it is. Look at this.
There he goes. Diving. That's a great catch. How good is that? And Burton's out.
He's out. That's a big out for the Waveriders. Terrific wicket by the power. 2 for 28. Seeing that live, you appreciate just how quickly that ball went. Bird didn't miss it.
And Connor Carroll comes to the crease.
Regan Lebke, it is.
Regan Lebke took the catch, and Regan, take a bow. Champion?
You can watch that over and over, Regan, because terrific catch.
He was going hard from the get-go, Hugo. But they all, aren't they?
Yeah, Connor Carroll from Wynnum. He's the new batter. He comes down to the non-striker's end.
Scored 100 on debut. Scored a few hundreds in his first 2 or 3 games for Wynnum last year. And Chowdhury now facing Kurzweil has just come into the attack.
Lefty. Oh.
That will be 4. He's just got a little bit of a top edge on that.
Oh, yeah, I think that was right in the middle there, Banger.
Yeah, actually, I'll doubt. I reckon he might have just got a bit of a... He didn't get all of it.
He flicked that. What's the replay?
Watch the replay here. Yeah, top edge. And Toby Kurzweil plays for the Redlands Club.
Right, and Nick Chowdhury, the northern suburbs all around.
I'm going to look at the corner of his bat when he comes off and check that out. He's dropped the fine leg back now as young Toby Kurzweil comes into bowl.
Oh, beautifully played.
Pushed down 3 point for 4.
Little dab. It's going to go the way?
Yes, it does. So Toby's probably not done a lot wrong there. Wasn't too bad. He's got no third man. The other guy had the third man down there supporting him early on. But Toby now just realises that I've gone 8 off 2.
Well played, Chowdhury. Look at that, 17 off 9.
Just needs to work on it. He hasn't bowled 2 really bad balls. He bowled the first one was a bit loose down the leg side, which Chowdhury took down that side off the middle of the bat, and then he hit one for 4 through third man. Very well bowled. Run out, not on.
That's
1 run. Well done, Toby. Only a young lad, and he's got a lovely action. It's tough when you just go for those couple of 4s first up. It's a little bit like the Tasmanian lefty. His action. They played one-day cricket for Australia. I'll think of it in a minute. He's got a long run up. A long run up.
Yeah, another one. Yeah. Just have to think about the name too.
As he moves in again. Well bowled. Dot ball. It's a dot ball. Grant's going to have a quick break. We're going to grab one of the injured Waverider players who's going to join us to have a chat after Toby comes into bowl. Well bowled. Good comeback after the 2 fours early in the over. I'm joined by Slater Asnakar from the Waveriders. He's out injured at the moment. Slater, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Banger.
No, great to have you here, mate. Young Toby, have you seen much of Toby Kurzweil from the Redlands Club?
Yeah, saw a little bit of him in the short form stuff in grade cricket last year. Played against him, so he looks like he can just extract a bit of extra bounce on probably a bit of a quicker surface than this one, that's for sure. So.
Well bowled. That was a good effort, a real good effort. And being another lefty, what have you done, mate? Shoulder, is it?
Yeah, just dived in a fielding drill on Thursday night at training and landed the wrong way, unfortunately. So had to sit this week out, and I'll hopefully be back next week with a bit of luck. So
what's happened here, mate? Obviously, you guys are looking at bonus points.
Yeah, not necessarily to begin with. We just try and set ourselves the best possible platform, and then we sort of reassess the situation on the run. Certainly, we went into that game this morning not necessarily thinking bonus point. You probably never are.
Well, that's gone through cover. There's a deep cover out there. They came back for 2. But a good finish to the over after going for 2 boundaries in the first 2 balls by young Toby. Scores 2 for 38 off 5. Yeah, okay. So, but Addy and Chowdhury really came out with some, but that's how they bat, isn't it?
That is how they bat, yeah. And obviously with Harry cramping up there a little bit in the fielding innings, we thought Chowdhury was the guy to go up and get us away to a flyer. We think that perhaps the wicket will become a little bit more difficult to score on as the ball gets softer.
So Harry was only cramping?
Harry's only cramping.
Oh, fantastic news! Fantastic. That's important. Coming off, what did he get in the first game today? About 70 or 80?
85.
85. Yeah, batted very, very well. Slater, that's great. And now bowling at the other end, who's going to be coming on here? You'd know a few of these guys from grade cricket as well.
Yeah, that looks like Donnie White again.
That'll be Donnie White again. He bowls well.
Yeah, he's had a really good tournament. I think he's leading the wickets at the moment. So, again, another one that can extract a bit of extra bounce when he hits that heavy length. And I think, he's another one that's really good with his change-ups and making guys hit to these longer pockets out here in Ipswich. So,
yeah, he's bowled very well. Bowling here to Chowdhury. Just flicks it. They're looking for 2, but they won't take it on the arm. It's a good arm. And, Chowdhury, I'm impressed with Chowdhury. Bowls well too. I mean, have you seen much of him? I suppose he played a bit of second grade last year. Not a lot of first grade, did he?
No. I think he'll certainly get a lot more of an opportunity up the top this year. I know he made a 98 yesterday for Norths in first grade and batted the house down by all reports. But yeah, he bowled medium pace last year, believe it or not. So I think the leg spin's quite a new addition to his game.
Right?
But he's been super effective for us. Bowling just a little bit quicker and into the pitch.
Bowled medium pace and he bowls a good leg spin.
Yeah, fantastic.
As Donald moves in again. Connor Carroll, good player too.
Yeah, Jeezy hits the ball hard. Hits the ball really, really hard. So we probably haven't seen him get going as much as he would have liked so far during this tournament. But that's certainly, he's one that we're really excited about, particularly if we do manage to make it through to finals day next week. If he gets going, there's not many around that can stop him, I don't think. So.
No, it's good. He's a good player. Oh, did he get a bit of bat on that? Was that dropped?
I don't think it carried. There was a little inside edge there, I think.
Yeah, just bounced in front of him. So where are you situated now, the Waveriders? Oh, you've got to win this game.
I think it's going to be dependent, from what I can understand, on the result in the Marlins Rockets game.
Yep.
And I know the Rockets made 185 over there. Connor McInerney got 100, so that
he got 100, did he, Connor?
That suits us really well. That's a lovely shot from Connor, but well fielded.
So who got the 185? The Rockets got 185.
Yeah, and we're eagerly looking at that Marlins result, because if they don't win, I think we're in anyway.
I think you're okay.
But obviously, if they win, I think we then need to get across the line here.
Get a bonus point, probably. Just win. Just win. Okay.
Win, yeah.
Just win. Okay, Donald White again bowling to Connor Carroll.
It's been a fantastic over this. He's just hitting that really hard length, making it really difficult to score.
He is. He's so how long's he been around for now?
Donnie's been around a long time. I played a lot with Donnie during my days at Valleys too, and he's really, as I said, a really good operator with that new ball. Extracts a lot of extra bounce. And I know he came on leaps and bounds when he got an extended run up in first grade last year and had a really good year for Valleys. So.
He bowled very well against Redlands. I just mentioned earlier, here he is bowling the Chowdhury. Just knocks it down, little late cut. Chowdhury's gone back into his shell a little bit at the moment for good reason. Losing a couple of wickets. He's playing to the game. And so says Chowdhury, where does Chowdhury bats is mainly batter, isn't he? That's his world, but he bowls obviously leg spin, now getting 3 for yesterday too.
Yeah, I think he's just he sees himself very much as an all-rounder these days, and you know, players like that within your side are absolutely invaluable to be able to contribute in all 3 facets of the game. He's an exceptional fielder too. And he's very, very, competitive.
Lots of bit of chat, I heard Ian Healy said.
Very competitive, yeah. Once he gets out there, he's prepared to do whatever it takes, and you need guys like that in your side.
Yeah, I reckon he'd be pretty. I think he'd be a pretty funny sledger.
Yeah, he has been really good. So
that's what you want.
He's been fantastic to play
Just want guys to have a bit of banter. It's a bit of fun, not over the top. As he moves in again, young Toby, and he's just gone a bit short there. Glad he didn't get all of that too, Nickel. Because it's one bounce to deep mid on for a single.
Yeah.
And Kurzweil just a bit short. I'd like to see him pitch it up a bit, but he's worried. He's got his deep mid off and he's got his deep mid on. So pitch it up. Let him have a crack.
Yeah, you can definitely see the thought behind what he's trying to do here, though, with the boundaries square of the wicket here being quite long. You can see he's trying to drive the ball into the surface a bit more.
There we go, just cuts it down there for none. It's a big ground, isn't it, this one?
It is a very big ground, and probably hitting straight from the end that Kurzweil's currently bowling from, hitting straight back towards the sight screen there probably is the shortest avenue to hit a 6. So
I like Kurzweil's action.
Yeah, he bustles in, doesn't he?
Yeah, we Redlands need a few quicks coming through, so it's good. We've got a few good ones there now, but a few younger ones.
That's a lovely shot from Connor.
Beautiful shot. That's gone for 4. As you said, he likes to hit it hard, and that's a great boundary. Just a bit short from Kurzweil.
It just looks like it might be starting to sit up a little bit now from that length. I think that length in the first innings was quite tough to score off, but now that the pitch has slowed up a little bit more, it seems to just be sitting there, and Connor and Nikhil are definitely sort of trying to target the V straight. Even from that back of a length, just trying to almost slap it, if that makes sense.
Does make sense. Must be great playing with these guys that you've only ever played against. Get to know people. It's
been a fantastic concept, yeah.
Here he is. That looks a bit wide. It was wide. It was core wide. Sometimes after you've been hit for 4, you don't want him to get it too close to the batsman, so just get that radar back.
He's definitely trying to stay out of Connor's arc here. I reckon he probably knows Connor is quite good from the sight screen round to sort of mid-wicket. So you can definitely tell he's trying to stay wide of off stump and outside his arc if possible.
He needs to just bowl it just a bit full, a bit more of that corridor, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Which he did then, but it was probably just a little bit pitch, but not too bad. He sort of checked his shot there, so well bowled. Well bowled. Score at the moment 2 for 48. 2 for 48. Slater, they're rebuilding now because you've got plenty of big hitting to come, and the bonus point you've got to get. I think in 18 overs, correct?
16 overs.
16 is it today?
It's the bonus point. Yeah, I think. As I said to you before, I think at this stage it's probably not coming into calculations too much for it. I think we're just trying to set the best platform that we can here, and
just want to win the game.
Yeah, you always think that way. I think you win the game first, and then obviously if you find yourself in a situation where you can, perhaps take your power surge and accelerate towards that target. We've sort of gone with the theory that the 2 guys out there are the best guys to assess that, and we rely a lot on feedback from them.
Oh, well bowled. Very well bowled. I'll come back for 2. You'd be happy with that?
That's a much better length, I think, from Kurzweil, that one there. Trying to hit the top of the stumps.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was well bowled. So it's been a good concept. Have you enjoyed it?
Oh, it's been fantastic. Yeah, I was just saying to somebody before, I've obviously played a lot of grade cricket over the last few years against the likes of Jackson Smith, and I was just saying to him, it's been a fantastic concept to be able to play with him rather than against him every year. I think he's he's gotten a fair few of us Toombul boys out on a regular basis over the last couple of years. So to be able to join forces with a few of these guys that you previously would have only ever been on the other side to, and be able to sort of, know them now and call them mates, I think is fantastic.
Jackson Smith is one of my new favourite cricketers. I love Addy Gruel too, because I just like saying his name, Addy Gruel. But he's a good cricketer too, Addy. But Jackson Smith bowls well. We were just saying before, a bit Joe Dawes, Michael Kaspovich. He's got a bit of that.
Yeah, he's much quicker than you think too when you get out there. He bowls a very, very heavy ball. He always seems to be hitting the splice of your bat.
Who we got here, mate? We got Welsh.
Bit of spin into the attack.
Bit of spin. How old is Jackson Smith?
I'm going to say maybe 26.
26, okay.
Yeah.
So he's not a baby.
No, he's a very proven performer, particularly at that down for the Gold Coast Dolphins in grade cricket. He's done fantastically well over the last couple of years.
Good start by Welsh. So where we got at the moment, a situation of 2 for 51. Carroll's on 10, Chowdhury 22, and he goes back and he pulls it for a single. A couple of good catches in the Waveriders fielding innings.
Yeah, the one that Gruel took down there at long on was I think that'll come into the catch of the tournament calculations. That one, it was a really good one. Just the ground that he had to make to get there.
Yeah, it was a great catch, and the one in the covers, another good catch.
Yeah, absolutely. We've definitely prided ourselves on our fielding. I think the first week when we went 2 from 2, we were really, really good.
Yeah.
And then obviously we struggled a little bit last week in the field, and that probably ended up reflecting in the fact that we came out on the wrong side of those 2 games. So we've picked it back up again today.
Makes a difference. Good fielding. There's Connor again. Bold.
I'm very interested to see here now with spin coming back into the attack with the ball a bit softer. If it is tough to score, it looks like Welsh is just hitting that length. It's quite difficult to get down at him.
Yeah, well bowled too. Just got through mid-wicket, mid-on, running around. They won't take 2. And that's Mick Sipple too, the 40-year-old. He took a good catch too.
Yeah, he's covering a lot of ground out there. He's done very, very well.
It is funny seeing him there and playing in this level, and he's performing very well. And he looks a bit older, but when he played in the over 40s, he looked like he was a kid, because he's just come into that age group compared to blokes like myself and a few others that are on the other side of 50.
You've still got a few good years left in the banger, I think.
I think the old knees are starting to struggle a bit now. But mate, these guys now, I'm thinking that they 2 for 54, chasing what you're chasing, 136. That's a big hit. That's a great shot for 6. And I'm just going to say, I thought they might turn their innings around with a little bit of hitting, and they have. A good shot.
Yeah, you could just definitely see there Connor was waiting for something that was a little bit more in his arc, and he's definitely taken full advantage of that as we watch the replay here. He just got something that he could free his arms on a little bit more. Gets all the arms. Get down at it, yeah.
He gets those arms free, and that's a beautiful shot over mid-on. It's quite hot now too. It's over 30. We've got 2 here at Ipswich today.
It's certainly been a bit of a different feel today than it has been the first 2 weeks. I know we had the 7:30 game last Sunday morning, and it was quite. It was still quite cold when we kicked off. It
would have been cold. 7:30. You never would have played a game of cricket at 7:30 before. Harry Wood bowls well too.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I know he definitely bowls well with the new ball for Ipswich Logan. He's obviously, as I'm sure has been mentioned, he's coming off back-to-back hundreds as well. So I did feel quite sorry for him in the first innings, getting run out off Blakey's hand. I think that's probably the only way we were going to get him out at the moment. So
we did say that. Here he is. And he bowls with a bit of wheels too, can't he? He has a good quicker bouncer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your brother quicker?
Not sure. It's tough to say. I think certainly what he does do really well, I've noticed, having watched him for a while, is he when he comes around the wicket to the lefties, and he's just able to sort of manipulate his wrist and move a few away off the straight from around the wicket. A few of our left-handers for Toombul have said that he's very, very tough to play from that angle. Oh,
good shot. For 1. Isn't it amazing you can play such a lovely shot for one? Cricket's a great game.
Yeah, especially in these T20, this T20 format. Batters can play great shots for ones. Bowlers can bowl good balls that go for six as well. You've certainly got to be very resilient, I think, to play this.
The great thing about being a bowler, though, is you can come back. Batters, if they get out, they've only got that one chance, haven't they?
That's very true. Having said that, though, it's the shoe can be on the other foot at times. If you're having a bad day as a bowler and you've got to keep coming back and there's nowhere to hide, that can be quite tough at times as well. So.
You should have some little trapdoors for bowlers, shouldn't they, to hide in when we're out there.
Just to be able to jump down.
Wish they were there when I was playing. Here he is again. He's bowling well, though. Started off. Good line. And they're going to take a quick single, easy single. Good wicket by Connor. And we've just had a... they're going along nicely now. They're going along nicely now. Beautiful, beautiful game. They're playing well.
It's been a good partnership here by Chowdhury and Carroll. As I said, we were just looking to consolidate there after the loss of those early wickets, and we're certainly at a stage here with the required run rate. We're pretty comfortable.
To keep the wickets in hand.
Yeah, certainly the deeper that these two can take it, the longer they can bat into the innings. It obviously works in our favour with the batting that we've got to come. So
you did the injury yesterday, Slater? That was yesterday.
No, Thursday.
Oh, Thursday training.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like injuries at training. Here he is. Let's push that out for one. Run out on maybe no. All backed up down there, deep mid on. At training, it's always bad to get an injury at training.
Yeah, it was quite disappointing. I won't lie. I'm certainly not going to be doing much diving at fielding training.
How long are you out for?
Hopefully just the week. They do reckon no structural damage, which is good. So if I can get the muscle right over the next 7 days, I'll definitely be looking towards finals day next Sunday if we can get there. So.
Get through here. Back in again to bowl. Harry Wood bowls, and that's hit straight up in the air by Connor Carroll. There's a chance for a catch here. It's caught very well by Sean Lutter. Took it comfortably, watched it into his hands. Connor Carroll's out, and that's the wicket that you probably didn't want to lose.
Yeah, it's a big wicket that. Just at a stage there where we were starting to get on top in the game. Having set batters in, particularly through the middle, I think is really important. So Connor will be disappointed with that one. I think it was there to hit. You could certainly tell that he was targeting over mid-wicket. He got one just a bit back of a length there.
Just came on to him a bit, didn't it? He was a bit quicker than he thought.
Yeah, it did look like it skidded on. So
it did. Hey, mate, I might let you get back to your teammates. Who we got coming in here?
This is Paddy Cotter.
Paddy Cotter, welcome back.
Yeah, he's in fantastic form at the moment. So
he will. But Slater, thank you, mate. I hope the injury goes all right. And fantastic coming and have a chat with us. You did a great job and gave us some great insight into the Waveriders and also the Power Boys too. So thank you, mate.
No worries, thank you, much appreciated.
Well, welcome back, Cotters, and also welcome back Grant O'Hara. How good's that to get one of the players from the team? He's out injured. I know he's not playing, Slater, but to get him in to have a chat with us and give us a bit of insight, Grant.
Oh, so impressed with the young guys. They speak so well. I think they do a lot of speaking at school, and
he's a teacher too, which helps.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm not sure he's a teacher, but he does do a lot of coaching down at Gregory Terrace, and
just speaks so well, carry himself well.
He's a good lad, Slater. Here, Harry,
not out for too long.
Harry bowling well, mate.
Yeah,
good start.
Yeah. No, very good start, and we got the wicketkeeper from Toombul.
They crossed here, so Chowdhury back on strike. Oh,
Chowdhury's under control, isn't he?
He's just got to be too. He knows he's got to be there at the end now, I think. Especially when you've got your Harry McNeely, your other gun bat in the team with his cramping injuries. It wasn't a calf or a thigh or groin, it was a cramp.
Right. Oh, was it?
Yeah, cramp, both legs.
Oh, right.
You ever had that?
Okay. Yeah. You want to do some...
A wicket-keeping would have cramping?
And then later on do some running and...
you do a lot of running now, don't you?
Yeah, wake up in the middle of the night and cramps.
What about, have you had a stomach cramp?
Don't think so, no.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, for sure.
So Chowdhury back on strike. The score here now on the little phone we're working with, which is a beautiful phone. Chowdhury goes for the big sweep shot. and hits it back. Good throw. No run.
No run. I noticed this yesterday with Chowdhury. If it doesn't quite go according to plan, he just gets down on himself a little bit, talks to himself a lot and swings.
Well, that's straight down his throat as it bounces. No bounces in front.
Oh!
Gone. Didn't go for 4 there. Lauder. He'll be disappointed with that bit of fielding.
Threw out the one hand there.
Yeah, just got away from him a little bit. It's always going to spin. It's always going to spin, guys.
71 off 64.
Took a good catch last over, though. He'll be right. It's Welsh bowling still. Lovely little late cut. Well fielded. Very well fielded. So I think we've got a game here. That wicket gives us a match, and I think it's going to be a very close finish.
Yeah, I like Alex Welsh. I like the way he just props at the wicket. He's from Laidley, he plays at Laidley. He's in the Ipswich West competition. And what's he doing now at the field? He's bringing a deep square leg.
Got him around, has he? Yeah, he has. He's got deep mid wicket, deep square. Deep mid wicket's got his hands up to the sun.
Well bowled.
Well bowled, well fielded.
Just threw that new player, just threw that ball above his eye line.
Yeah, this has been a good over.
We're nearly halfway through the innings now.
Yeah, nice bowling again from Welsh. Actually very similar action to the Sunshine Coast Welsh that's been involved in the playing for the Marlins, who's a few years older.
Yep.
And there we go. He's hit that pretty well. He's hit it straight, but it'll only be... Will they come back for 2? They will. Chowdhury will. Well run. And he gets a good round of applause from his teammates. That'll sometimes turn it around, won't it, Grant? Coming back for 2.
Definitely turn those ones into 2. Well bowled by Alex Welsh.
Yeah, the ones and you were a good runner between wickets, I remember. That was something that you prided yourself on.
Very kind. When you didn't make that many, you could go as hard as you could.
Yeah, it was. No, but running between wickets can sometimes be. I do a bit of coaching, and kids not backing up is frustrating.
There's the Waveriders there, sitting there in their dugout.
Yeah, they're a very close-knit team. They all sit in there. They've got their manager, Keith Abrahams, who was very good mentor. And
you know what, they've got a lot of their players come from different clubs too. Whereas this power side, a lot of them are Ipswich boys. Wynnum, Toombul, Gold Coast, Coomera, Hope Island, Norths.
And a few hippie boys, aren't there? A few hippie boys.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, that just shows how good this whole idea is. It's
well, Slater Asnikar was saying how good it is to play with the big fast bowler.
For sure.
From the Gold Coast, who bowled superbly earlier on. Oh, I don't think he's got all of that, luckily. Because there's a couple out there. Jackson Smith I was talking about. They rate him as a pretty good quick. He's 25-26.
Yep.
But he's not too far away.
No.
If there's an injury with one of the quicks, that the selectors. Ryan Harris is selector now. He'll be out looking at him.
Let's see, Harry's come over the wicket now, just changing his angle to the right-hander.
Well, that was a beautiful shot for Nunn.
Oh.
Smashed it. Straight to mid-off. Harry Wood running in. He'll sleep well tonight. Big weekend. Big weekend. Steve Paulson's out injured. There's been a big loss. Good cricketer.
Just talking to his dad. He batted yesterday. You know, he scored 13,000 A-grade runs. Or grade runs.
Unbelievable.
Most of them are A-grade. One of the really good players plays for West. Got one on the thumb yesterday, and his thumb's blown up, and he's drilling in the top of his thumbnail to try and release the pressure. So he came out here at 6:30 this morning to see if he could play, and he just couldn't.
How much would that hurt?
Yeah, couldn't grip the bat. He was trying to release the pressure under his thumbnail.
Big swing.
Because he's a big out, isn't he?
By Cotter.
40. He's 40 now.
But still scoring a heap of runs in club cricket, and he's changed his game. But 13,000 runs.
13,000, Dad was telling me. Nev, the great Nev Paulson.
Have to.
There he is over there, Nev.
Be reincarnated about 10 times for us to score that many runs, Grant.
He played, he's saying, half a dozen Shield games. And it's a quick single, and got 90 in a game to put Queensland in the final against Western Australia. Just one of those blokes that probably should have played a lot more for Queensland. And
tough though, wasn't it? Tough era. I mean, those eras are just. But I mean, you know what I like about a guy like Paulson? He was in that era, and he did play for Queensland, but he kept playing club cricket. You know, a lot of guys just say, "Oh, it's too hard." Still playing club cricket,
giving back.
But it gets a bit hard. There's guys down at West there like Paddy Collins, and they just keep going. Nick Herford at Redlands. I mean, Nick's at nearly 50. He's not really, he just turned 40, but Nick's having a crack.
Yeah.
We want to get him into the over 40s, but he's still getting runs in second and first grade.
Yeah. 3 for 71 off 11. You happy with their position? What do you think?
Yeah, no, that would that last few overs, but important that welcome back Cotter and Chowdhury do still knock a few around.
Pressure. Need to put pressure on the fielder. They're probably wise.
So Chowdhury's done a great job here because he had to go to a wedding or something early on, and now he's decided that there's no wedding or he's not invited, and he's just playing for the team, isn't he?
65 needed. He's 31 off 26.
He's still 31 off 26.
31.
So he's still more than run a ball, but early on he was a runner. Oh, he's hit that nicely too. Checked his shot because he knows there's a deep square. He's a bit disappointed, but
he was doing this yesterday. Banger, he's obviously sets himself really high standards and targets. Body language is important.
I think someone needs to say to him, mate, you're going well, and maybe Cotter can do that. Let's go down, mate. Don't.
Keep your head up.
You're not doing anything wrong.
He started doing this yesterday in the 90s. He batted beautifully, and then his shoulders slumped a little bit. And
he'd be right, yeah. Here he is. Oh, that's a nice straight drive by Cotter. He's beaten mid off. Mid on will come around and pick it up. They'll come back for 2. Well done. So Cotter's on his way. What's he sitting on now? He's got himself to double digits, nearly. 8. We just had the scoreboard is not working at the moment, so we're sort of guessing a bit. Oh, he didn't get that. He got lucky there too, Cotter. If he'd got more of that, he would have been caught and out.
Just short of a length, a little prop back.
I love the
square.
I love the goalposts there. There'd be guys just looking at those goalposts going, wouldn't mind having a pick up through there.
Yeah, the AFL goalposts.
So what is the equation for the bonus point?
Well, they've got to get the runs in 16 overs. They've got to win.
Just win now. Just win.
In the 16 overs.
So we just got
That's 4.
That's a great shot for 4. The brains trust of the Waveriders. We're just walking past and we're just checking, and I think they're talking that they will just try and win now, which is important. That's all they need to do.
3 for 80. But of course, every side is wanting to figure in the finals next week out at Redlands. So we've had our 3 weekends out here at the Ivor Marsden, and then we go for the finals at the Redlands.
Well, there's cricket all day at Redlands next week, so if you're down that way, try and get down to the magnificent complex. There is a little sweep shot that became a sort of halfway between a ramp and a sweep, wasn't it?
Well, I think it's a very good shot. Or he just got down on his knee and flicked it. And, over the keeper's head, down for 4, 2 boundaries.
So I think the semi-finals will be one at 7:30 early, then there'll be one at 10:30, and I think the final will be about 2 o'clock next Sunday afternoon.
Festival of Cricket.
At Redlands, and I was there last weekend, and the ground is looking beautiful.
Yeah,
you saw that wicket, didn't you? This looks beautiful. It's such a great complex down there. They've done a great job.
Got a good area down there, that Redlands area, isn't it? It's, it's to their grounds nicely. And
Llewellyn's back on after bowling a very good early spell. And it's probably time. He's got 1 for 8.
I reckon that breeze has moved around.
It's hard to pick out here, Grant.
Oh, it's definitely moved around. Now, this is going to support his arm ball. Tail into the batsman, into the stumps.
Charges him and hits it, and it could be, is it going to be caught on the boundary? It is, he's out.
And
well bowled and a good bowling change, and Cotter is out, and the score, 4 for
84.
4 for 84, and now the guys from the Waveriders.
They're going to start getting a little nervy over in their dugout.
And this is again where Chowdhury now, who likes to go for it after coming off 98 yesterday, very important that Chowdhury is there at the end.
Well, as I said, he came up through the grades at Norths. He played in the second grade final last year. Promoted into first grade. He's making all poster winner in that grade. He has batted beautifully.
But I've been impressed too with Patrick Cotter. He just got that. He got it well, but he unfortunately he picked out the deep mid wicket to be caught.
And Jared Blake, the new batter for the Waveriders.
He's batted well. He batted well last week. Jared Blake plays for Toombul as well.
He's in the Australian Army.
He's in the Army?
Yeah, he's in the Army.
They get some good trips. I was talking to the rugby Army guys and that. But as in the Army, if you're in the rowing or the cricket, or so there's a tournament on over in New Zealand, they fly over there or fly to wherever, and they, here he is again to bowl. And well played. So the score now at 4 for 85. We have 8 overs to go. And taking centre is Jared Blake. They crossed last one, so Chowdhury remains on 41 off 30 balls. He's bowling to Blake. Beautifully bowled and well taken.
Yeah, nice take. Well bowled. He's using this breeze beautifully. It's coming across the field now. It swung from the north, and now it's coming from an easterly direction.
That's better. Well bowled. Well played. I'm not sure what Chowdhury will do here at 4 for. He doesn't have to do anything silly, but if he gets a loose one, I think he's of that mindset that he wants to probably get this done and dusted. He doesn't want to be left stranded.
Yeah, there's a leading edge.
A little leading edge off the edge.
He's using his pace beautifully. Well bowled.
Very well bowled. What a good over.
Really good over.
Very well bowled.
And is that 2 for 9 off 3?
2 for 9 off 3.
And he's bowled both ends.
And a great change up too to bring him back on.
Definitely.
He, I think he's had one here and one down there and one here. So I think he's sort of swapped them up. And I think the bowling of the spinners is at the moment the way to go.
Yeah.
I'd just like to see the deep mid wicket on the boundary. We did see in that last game where there was one that was hit over the top.
You see why the Hornets, they made the semis in first grade last year. Really good game in the semis against Northern Suburbs, and you can see they got some good players.
They were super unlucky a couple of years ago too, Grant, when the final was abandoned because of COVID. and they were in the final against Uni and unfortunately couldn't play for it,
Alex Walsh again.
which was very disappointing, but they handle it really well, and I tell you, when they get their first one, aren't they going to celebrate?
Alex will just take the pace off the ball here, make Chowdhury do all the work.
Just knocked it out there for one. Not taking anything away from University, haven't they been a magnificent club over the last 20-odd years, basically?
And have you ever heard of two blokes coming in at 8 and 9, both getting hundreds in an A-grade final?
Yeah. No, just... I was actually up there for a bit of that, and they batted... Both of them batted superbly.
Terrific.
Well bowled. Didn't he give a bit of air there, Grant?
Oh, look, he plays it in the Laidley competition.
I think he has played a bit of grade cricket.
Yeah, yep.
But just one of those guys that just decided that if someone knows that he could bowl well in limited over...
And get through an over quickly. Let's hustle through the over, dot balls.
Jared Blake's in that now. He's in that number 6 position of knowing that I don't want number 7 coming in. We've only got, 40 odd to get.
51 off 38, that plays there.
Oh, well bowled. Oh. Great over. Great over. He's got one ball to go. But this has been a magnificent little spell.
Can he finish off? What's happening in this last ball? I think this could really dictate the future of the game.
And he just hits it down to mid-on for one. And now all of a sudden, we've got 14 overs gone. 4 for 87. Blake new to the crease, 1 off 7. Working his way into the game. And Chowdhury 42 off 32. And still frustrated with himself because he thinks that he's not going it better than that. But also knowing he needs to be there at the end.
Yeah, really interesting stage. We've got, only 6 overs to go now, and we've got that power play. So what do? You've got 6 wickets still to come. And when do you call it? Do you wait until the last 2 overs? Or do you call it a little bit earlier?
I'd be tempted to call it soon. While you've got Chowdhury there, and while you're only 4 down, you don't want to call it when you're at 7 for or 8 for, or 6 for.
Ish.
I'd be tempted to go now, but they're not.
Ludder back into the attack.
The Kangaroos over the back there.
Little tickle down the leg side.
Well done. They're zooming in on the Kangaroos. That good's out. We've got roos out here, and I saw a koala before.
That's lovely.
Yep. It was on it. It was over the back of one of the gum trees.
Sure,
We've got magpies.
He opens the bowling for the Hornets. They're pushing somebody up fielder back. Slogger's corner.
Big, tall, fast bowler. Oh, off the back of the bat. By Chowdhury. Well bowled.
Yeah, well.
Actually off the leg by. He's claiming that he hit it.
And that's one over the shoulder for the over.
Look out there. You can see Cunningham's gap out here. Through the...
Yeah, beautiful. There's those Kangaroos.
Here he runs the big twin. Well played. Here's a shot. Gets the stumps. He's out. Misses.
Well, had to go.
He's got a bit of a sling there. He's got that faster one. Chowdhury knows he has to keep batting. Doesn't want to do anything silly at the moment.
Maybe, and Blake at 3 off 9, maybe his plan is just to look, I'll stay with you.
Well, Blake will knock him around. He's been around for a while now. He's an experienced cricketer. But I'm impressed with Ludder. Oh, just got it finer than he thought it would be. And for one stage there, it looked like he'd hit that straight down third man or short third man's throat. But he got it fine enough through about a fourth slip, Grant.
Yeah, about fourth slip. There's a kangaroo in the background.
Kangaroos are going silly out there.
About fourth slip in the air.
4.
Takes him on to 46.
Very important boundary for the Waveriders. They're still only 4 down, but they don't want to lose another one. Still need now. What's the equation there? We're actually now into the 40s. Is it 43? Looking at the...
Yep.
From 32. That's a good shot. If he come back for 2 here, he will. Well run, well thrown, good cricket.
There's someone really at the top of their game. Head down, sprinted hard for that first run, in and out of the crease, and got back quite safely and easily in the end.
But he just, after the other one he hit before, which he didn't have full control of, that went for 4. That one he just hit a little bit easier. Interesting to see what he does here, whether he goes big or just knocks it around.
He's eyeing off 50.
What a great ball. That's just gone straight through. There's a guy coming off 98 and 48. And he gets a nut from Ludder that just goes straight through. What a bowl.
That was a terrific ball. Got big on Chowdhury. He's seeing them like footballs at the moment, and he couldn't get an edge to that.
So Chowdhury turns around afterwards as it takes off, and we said he likes the chat, but he actually turned around to the bowler and said, well bowled, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Well bowled. It was well bowled.
Let him know. Let him know if they do something well, let him know.
Now Blake probably looking to just get Chowdhury on strike here. A lot of space on the onside.
No run, but you're right, Grant. Just knock one. There's a big gap here. Just take one and get Chowdhury on strike. Take one. If you get a loose one, you want to put it away, but nothing silly.
Yeah, just noodle it here on the onside. Chowdhury down. In form.
He does go down and gets away with it. But he's going to come back for 2 because it was a mishit. But I reckon Chowdhury may come down and say to Blake, mate, come on, just be careful. Or he might have also said, you go. I'll stay here. We've got a few bats in the shed. You knock it around for me. I think he's made that decision because he just hit a very, very big 6. Great shot. Hits the white car over the back. Not too much damage. And just bounces over. Doesn't get into the airport.
What a great shot that was.
Beautiful shot by Blake.
Danced down the wicket, got to the pitch of the ball, full swing, didn't try and over-hit the ball, and that sailed away for 6.
Brings up their 100, and I think that's what Chowdhury had said to him. They did come down a bit of a chat. Chowdhury says, I'm staying. I want to be here at the end. But Blakey, you give him a good whack. If you get one, hit it with the breeze, and that's what he did.
33
6.
off 27.
And then hits a nice little on drive, and he will come back for 2. This is good cricket now. That is great cricket. They get a great round of applause from their teammates. 6, then a 2. Yeah. Chowdhury's doing the hard running at the. That's the danger end,
yep,
Grant.
Yep. Nice, and Jared Blake plays for the Toombul District Cricket Club. Starting to really bat nicely.
Yep, that's it. Well played. No need to do anything else. And at the moment now, the equation is just over 30. So this over has been an important one for the Waveriders. He gets beaten in flight there by Welsh. Well bowled. But he checked his shot and decided I can't go big because he's actually done me. So I'll just hit it to mid-on for a single.
How slow is that? 67 kilometres per hour and 1,442 revs. So basically put nothing on that.
Remember Steve Story that played at East?
Yes.
He told us the story once that he was bowling at the Gabba to Mark Waugh, and Mark Waugh came down the wicket and hit him into the Leslie Wilson stand. And as he hit it, he went, "Oh, well bowled, you beat me in flight." And Bridgie thought, "Oh, is that a compliment?" He said, "He just put me into so he took it as a compliment.
Well, Mark often said, apparently, that he didn't really rate spin bowling.
No. Isn't that true, though, as a batsman yourself, isn't it? Sometimes you get down to get and you go,
Yeah.
oh, no.
And
You've got to go through, and if you hit it, you hit it.
You hit it, yep. I think he did hit one of the biggest sixes at the Gabba. Oh, Glenn Trimble did. I know that.
He did. I was talking to the bloke he hit the other day. He hit Michael J.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Yep.
Michael J. Put him out of the ground.
Yes.
And Glenn's given Michael a hard time for many years.
See, Michael's son's playing for Valleys now.
Yeah, and
it's great to
and
see when the
his
sun's
daughter's
going
going
through. And yeah.
Very good player, young Xander. Oh, there's a great shot for 4. 2 guys dived over it. Not doing anything wrong, they just couldn't get to it.
Donald White's taking up the bowling now from the northern end, and
Well done. He got a couple of good wickets yesterday too.
Blake now is starting to really see the ball well.
So now the equation: 26 off 23, 4 wickets down.
Yeah.
Blake and Chowdhury are on their way. I think again Blake's just going now. Yeah, that sounded good, didn't it?
Didn't it?
Oh, run out on.
That's one thing that can definitely happen in an innings. All of a sudden you hit 1 or 2 really in the middle and you go, right, I'm away. You know, you're having trouble and you're nudging them around, and all of a sudden off you go.
Saying that about Michael J, he was a very good bowler, and Glenn Trimble's hit a lot of people for big sixes, not just him.
There.
Donald White again. Out.
Oh, that's out. You can hear the stick from here.
Great ball, he charged, he was going. And that's another wicket though.
One of the competition's leading wicket takers, and he worked that out beautifully. Top edge. And the 5th wicket now falls.
Saw Glenn the other day. Saw Glenn Trimble the other day. He'd been a bit crook, but he's good now. He's all good. He's all good.
Yep, great player. I know he was one of the players that you just thought, oh, please don't drop you, because if you did, you just know that he was going to get a really big score.
Game on again.
Yes.
They're in the box seat, the Waveriders, but now 5 wickets down. You have a number 7 coming in.
Yeah.
And it's still a
4 for 111.
You've still got Chowdhury there anchoring the innings. At the beginning of the innings, it was like he just wanted to get it all over and done with in the first few overs. And I've been really impressed with him, how he's changed his game as the match went on. Losing wickets, he decided to knock a few round. He's hit the loose ball.
The wicket takers there. We've got Bryn Llewellyn and Donald White. Both got 2 each.
And who's joining him now? We have West coming into bat.
Number 16, West. White 2 for 13 off his 2.3.
He's bowled very well. We were saying to Slater before, he's got a big rap on him. And again, he's a bit the Morne Morkel lookalike.
Yeah, he's played in lots of different countries. He's played in Zimbabwe, and he's worked very well travelled, playing for the Valleys Club.
He'd be looking to bowl a big Yorker here, just knock out the stumps and take him to 6 for. It was a good start. That was a good ball, but well played.
Lovely shot.
Not bad to come out and just...
He's very West short. He's a short, diminutive player, but...
diminutive is a good word.
But boy, didn't he hit that well.
Bit Sunil Gavaskar-like, wasn't it?
Yes,
That's it, wasn't it? That was it. If he...
Sunil Gavaskar, yep.
He was diminutive. He actually was short. Good player, though. Wasn't he a good player?
Oh, very good.
Now, Donald's going to be bowling to Chowdhury. What does Chowdhury do here?
Well,
we'll find out in a sec.
Oh,
He charges. He doesn't get all of that, because if he does, it would have been on us. He'll come back for 2.
and that's his 50.
And that's his 50. Well batted. Great knock.
And getting a good round of applause from his teammates, like he should.
Just a little fist pump there. Not even a raise of the bat. I think he realises I've got a bit of work to do.
There, you know, in all formats of the game, batters will love these milestones. Getting that 50. Now he wants to be there at the end.
He's hit that beautifully. Nearly got caught, but it's going to go for 4. It would have been a great catch.
Yeah, well, we've seen some great catches. It wouldn't have surprised me if he'd gotten that.
He hit it beautifully. And that takes the... They need 19 from 18 now, 5 down. Chowdhury to 54. I think he may have decided that he will keep going. Well bowled by White. Very impressed with his bowling.
Very well bowled, and they've still got this power play. So they'll run this over down.
There's the cover drive they didn't get all of.
Yeah.
Well bowled. It was in the right spot.
Yep. So that's 17 gone. So they've got one more, and then they'll call the power play.
Yeah. Would they? Maybe that's nothing wrong with that, because you've got to just keep knocking a few out of the way, don't you? You don't want to be... Problem is they call it now. Chowdhury gets out.
Yeah.
That's not what you want. As the wind picks up, what's it gusting to now? About 40, 30? It gets very windy out here in the afternoon at either Marsden Oval.
Dad playing with his son.
Gusting to 31.5.
Field.
There's a dad over there. Yeah, it's fantastic. You see them all out here.
Yeah.
Good camera work. Done a great job, especially up on the scissor lift there.
Scissor lift, yeah.
Who's that?
Llewellyn.
Back to Llewellyn.
Llewellyn, 2 for 9. This is the time to bowl Llewellyn. Still need about to run a ball.
Bowling to West. Oh, straight through West.
Well bowled.
Good talk though. Still, the power's they're still going.
Oh, they're still in this.
They're still in it. They're not giving it up. Peel will come back for 2. West is quick. No, he won't. He decides no. Chowdhury says no.
Sipple comes across.
Chowdhury's
You're not going to run on that arm.
I reckon Chowdhury's he's getting tired.
Right.
He's had a big weekend, but he's done a fantastic job for his team here.
I think there's a 6, there's a swing and a big hit.
Yeah, but you've got to get it though. 18 to win. He gets a 6. It's only 12. But if he gets out, they're 6 for.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great shot. Just a bit short, unfortunately, from Llewellyn, who's bowled very, very well today.
Al, that wasn't that short either. Yeah, look, a little bit short compared to what he has been bowling, but that's just a fantastic cricket shot.
Chowdhury back on his stumps.
Yep. Waite went back and then went forward through the ball.
It's a long way away where it ended up.
Well, as you said, that's an expensive Uber.
That is a long way away.
That far away.
There's a game over there. Another one's finished. Llewellyn, who has bowled very well, 2 for 14.
Equation 14 now required, or 15.
14 or 15. They need a wicket. They need a wicket like now.
Yep. And Chowdhury.
Chowdhury's hit that beautifully again, straight to mid-on. Only one.
Pick up, throw.
He would have. Young West was thinking 2, but it got there in about a millisecond how well he hit it. But he had to take it cleanly, and that was good fielding.
Yeah, really good fielding.
Young West now will be just looking to knock it around. Don't do anything silly. As he charges, hits it out the deep cover for 1. I've been impressed with the batsmen today, Grant, using their feet to the spinners. It's great.
Yeah, no, it's been good cricket. Really good cricket again.
We talk about at higher levels sometimes we're not seeing enough, even at test level, that they're not using their feet enough. And these young lads today, all using their feet. Chowdhury on strike.
That's
out.
That's just what he didn't want.
That's the wicket that they didn't want to lose. He didn't do a lot wrong. It was very well bowled.
Very well bowled. He's bowled extremely well. He's used the conditions perfectly. He's bowled arm balls. He's hit different flighted balls. And he's been terrific. What's that, 2 for 16 now off his overs?
Very well bowled. Chowdhury out. Okay, a very good innings. He's had a very good weekend. He's bowled, but he'll be disappointed he wasn't there at the end. He'll be just hoping now as you walk off, when you've done all that hard work, that you hope the other blokes will get you through to the end of the game, and then you can enjoy the victory But even getting clapped off here, from what I know of Chowdhury, he'll be just thinking, no, I shouldn't have got out.
Yeah.
But just enjoy it, mate. You've had a great day and you've batted well. Very, very well.
Yeah, put your team into a very, very good position.
But now, with 12 to win, off 12, basically.
Yeah, it was a nice catch too. Like it went quickly and he steadied himself, and he never looked like dropping it.
So coming into the bat, who have we got here now? Is that Jackson? I think it is. Jackson Smith.
And there's Donald White out there that took that catch. Nice and safe, good pair of hands.
As Jackson Smith joins West. Now West, it's his job to get him home with the support of Jackson.
I think Smith it's got there.
Yeah, Jackson Smith.
Jackson Smith, yep.
The fast bowler that we
Oh, yes.
have been enjoying watching over the last 3 weekends down here at Ivan Marsden Complex. Have dropped out the... So who have we got bowling here? We've got White again. Good bloke to have bowling the second last over.
He's going to be short. I think it's short.
Oh, well bowled. And it got one just beyond the cover. Fieldsman have got to be on that. Even though it didn't go to him quickly, so there was a run there, but they've got to be onto the ones that are not an opportunity for a single. The deep third man, they've got them all up now. They've only got one back. Actually, they've gone for the power play. That's why. They've got the one at third man. Actually, no, can't have, because we've got fine leg and we've got a deep mid-wicket. So they haven't even taken it.
Yeah, well...
Might have already done it.
When a runner ball, you've got to bring people in tight in the circle.
Donald White. Well bowled. This is the time of the day where you've got the tail enders in. Just gone for the big swing and a miss. His head lifted.
Very well
And
bowled,
all of a
and
sudden
the pressure starts to build.
11 off 10. 11 off 10, and now we are back in a game. The Waveriders are very quiet over there, and they know that it's really is game on. Well, we hit that. They get one. They'll take one. Luckily, he didn't hit it too well again, because it just bopped and dropped in front of point. And so that brings it down to 10 from 9.
And White, what a terrific bowling at the death bowler.
2 for 22. Oh, well bowled. West decides to swing and swing hard without lifting his head a little bit there.
Little off cutter, hit a great length.
And the game now, Grant, it's in the balance, mate. This is now coming down to the end. We've only got 8 balls to go, and they need 10 runs to win. 2 more in this over from White.
And they're pushing a deep point out, so they're definitely saving a boundary here. Long on.
No deep mid off. That's where they're going to be looking to go mid off.
No, and he does hit straight. He hits nicely straight. So there's the opportunity.
Oh, well, Bowley. Shout, big shout, he's given him out! Played across and West is given. White gets the wicket. 3 for 22 from White.
Stump to stump, a big wicket there of West.
And that is a huge wicket. The game has completely turned around. There it is.
Oh, yes.
Had to give him out. He went across.
I think that was missing off and leg.
Hitting middle.
About halfway up.
So West is out. He did his job, but he thought he had to do a bit more. Good effort. Well bowled by White, though. I mean, it's hard to get those away when you've got a bowler bowling so well at this stage of the innings.
He's a good player, isn't he? He's plenty of cricket experience.
And they're in a position now where that is...
He did say one of his highlights was winning a competition playing with his dad. How nice was that?
It is so good.
He could very well have gone a long way to winning this game.
We're in a position now, Grant. We're in a position now where we've got 1 ball to go in the over.
New batsman out in the middle. For the Gold Coast Waveriders is Harry McNeely.
Harry McNeely, who's had cramps all day. Not a bad bloke to have come to the crease.
He's the captain of Toombul.
Just coming off 75 in the game before and cramped up in the last game. Hopefully he's had a bit of salt. A couple of staminades.
Harry McNeely, the Toombul captain.
This is a big one. He just needs to knock this around or get a single or get a couple or get three.
Swings.
Or maybe hit it straight. 4. Oh, well fielded down to the boundary to come back for 2. McNeely gets 2 with cramp. But he looks like he was okay then. His legs seem to be fine. He doesn't seem to be having any problems.
Well done, Dylan McLaughlin.
And that...
Put his body on the line.
8 from 6, Grant.
8 from 6 is the equation.
We've got the close one.
Who bowls the last over? I'll go Ludder.
Is it Ludder?
I think it is.
He's bowled well, Ludder, but he's
bowled at both ends too. He's bowled from the northern end and he's now going to come on from the southern end by the looks.
Is it Ludder? It's interesting. There's a few around there. Harry Wood standing there as well.
They're having a
big decision here.
A committee meeting here.
I think they're saying to the young lad,
I think
it's you.
I think Ludder wants the ball.
He wants it too.
You want the ball in your hand, don't you? If you're the lead bowler.
Yeah, you do.
Give it to me with, come on, Skipper. I'll win the game for you.
I think this is right. So on strike though, we have Smith.
Yeah, Connor Smith.
The gun obviously is McNeely at the other end, at the non-strikers end. McNeely would have said to Smith, mate, we need 8.
And they're hitting with the breeze. Now that's important. He's not hitting against the breeze.
We're 7 down, so it doesn't mean we've still got a couple of wickets they have.
7 down.
Power.
8 to win. Hitting with the breeze over cover. Big opportunity.
What a great finish. Ludder's bowled well. Bowling to Smith. Oh, he hits that down straight to fine leg. Well picked up by Sipple. There was only 1. But
you can feel the tension, can't you?
McNeely on strike.
Even the way Mick Sipple got down to the ball then, he was not letting that through him. There's tension out of the field. There's tension in
his experience from
the batters.
From Sipple, he made sure he got that in his hands before he threw it.
I think McNeely's the man, isn't he?
And he is. But again, his legs are a bit stiff, a bit sore. Maybe he had a bit of salt.
Where does Ludder bowl here?
I think full.
Full?
Nice and full, but really full. Yorker full. Here he is.
Short.
Oh, he bowled it a bit short. He went for the big pull shot. He missed it.
He's gotten away with that.
He has. Oh. McNeely. Actually, I reckon he might have slowed that one up a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. And you've got to get bat on ball. McNeely must.
7 from 4.
Bat must make contact in one way or another. Bat must make contact. Look at the Waveriders. They're all out of their seats.
7 from 4, live on KO on Sunday afternoon.
Does it get any better?
Oh, he's swinging a miss again. McNeely is he just slowed them up.
The Waverider blokes are walking around there.
7 from 3. I'm not sure whether the game went their way or not. They'll know.
7 from 3.
Power who've had a pretty tough tournament.
McNeely, get the bat onto ball. It will go. There's plenty of room in the outfield. It will go.
Still got 3 to go though, so even just take a single, make it 6.
Yep.
Give Smith the strike.
They're bringing Mick Sipple up from deep fine leg and they're pushing out the slogger's corner over there.
Everyone's around watching now because this game has a lot of bearing on the finals. Oh, he's hit that one. They'll come back for 2, will they? They'll put it on. They are going to go anyhow. He's misfielded. They get back for 2. That equation becomes 4.
That's the pressure that comes when you...
5 from 2. Push. 4 to tie.
4 to tie when you push against the fielder there. It was probably 2 in it anyway.
He was always coming back, wasn't he?
But McNeely wants to be on strike.
So McNeely looking around the field at the moment. There's now a deep mid-wicket, Harry Wood. Deep mid-wicket, deep mid-on, deep square leg. Short, fine leg. And he hits a cover drive. He'll come back for 2 again. They'll risk the run out. It was a great throw here. Makes it though. He's home. Great cricket, great fielding, great keeping, and nothing wrong with the bowling.
Could this be our second tie of the competition?
3 from 1.
2 to tie, 3 to win. This could be our second tie of the competition.
Here they are here. They're just looking. They're very nervous. The fieldsmen are nervous. I'm just thinking here. I think he was going to go hard. The fine leg is up.
Fine leg's up.
But I'm thinking he likes to hit the ball. There's no one. We've got a deep third man.
Deep third man, a deep cover.
I think he's going to... Deep mid-wickets come in, Harry Wood.
And a straight.
So deep mid-wicket, Harry Wood has come in. He's just dropping back now a little bit. He's not going to go all the way back, and he's probably giving him a chance there because he knows they only need 2 to tie. Will Harry go all the way back? Now he is. So Harry goes back. So there is a deep mid-wicket. There's a deep square leg. There's a deep mid-on. There's a deep third man. Fine leg is up at 45. And he's moving in the bowl. The last ball of the day. And it goes through. They're running through for 1.
And it's a win.
And it is a win to the power. Hits him in the pad. It's a leg by. And the Waveriders have been defeated
by
in
1 run.
In a fantastic game of cricket. A lot of the heads have dropped. They haven't. Don't drop your heads, boys. You've done a great job. Unfortunately, the power played superbly in that last 5 overs.
Oh, look, Donald and Ludder bowled beautifully, so did Llewellyn. They bowled to their plans, they stuck to their guns, they bowled to their fields, and, well, it came down to 1 run.
Came down to the last ball, Grant. What a game of cricket here we had at Ivan Marsden, as I said, on a Sunday afternoon in the Mazda Brisbane Premier League. It's been a great 3 days out here. In the last 3 weeks before the final series at Redlands next Sunday. And as the Waveriders walk out, I'm not sure whether they're out or in because I'm not sure how the result went in the game on the other oval.
No, that's right. Whether there were bonus points and, yeah, so
they're walking out, they're shaking hands. Harry Wood at the front. He'll shake hands first up with Chowdhury. The two of them have had a great weekend. And unfortunately, there's always a winner and a loser, and sometimes there's a tie, Grant. But I love seeing these guys shaking hands like it meant something. And it's tough to do when you've just been beaten by 1.
Really good win by the power. You know, they batted solidly. There was an unlucky run out to their key player and local hero in Wood. But he'll be a very happy captain. He's had another 100 this weekend. He's got runs. Yeah, it's giving great mother.
Harry, well done, mate.
Let's have a chat.
Jump in, mate. Jump in with Grant. Here he is, Harry Wood, the captain of the Western Power. What a great game of cricket, mate. Well done.
Straight on.
Hey, Harry, congratulations, mate.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, it's, glad we got some points on the board. Good way to finish the tournament. Obviously, it didn't go how we wanted it to. But it is nice to finish on a positive.
You do seem like you got a really tight-knit bunch of boys there.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the big positives. Really close-knit group, a lot of good guys, a lot of selfless guys. So that's what we were after at the start. So everyone doing the team thing, and that's really all that matters.
And what do you think? That was a very unlucky way to get out for you. But gee, you've been playing so well. Your 200s in great competition. And how'd you feel today?
Yeah, I felt good. Obviously, on a personal level, pretty disappointed with my performances in the BPL. But yeah, really enjoyed the experience and captaining for the first time at senior level, really. So that was another challenge in itself. And yeah, learning to make decisions under pressure. It's been good.
Well done, Harry. You've been spoken about to take higher honours, mate. I hope you do. Hope you continue on with your form. Yeah. Thanks for coming over and talk to us, and well done today, mate.
Thanks for your efforts, guys. See ya.
Well done, mate. Thank you, mate. How good's that, eh? What about getting Harry to come and have a chat to us as the game finished?
Well, and as you...
what a great lad. What a great lad.
They're definitely, you talk to people who know, and he's right in the frame.
I just love his attitude. You know, I was disappointed. He's come off 200s and he's telling you he's disappointed. Great day, Grant. Thanks for having us, mate. It's great always to catch up with you, but to commentate with you live on KO the last 3 weekends has been great, and great win to the Western Power. Yeah. Waveriders just gallant in defeat, and they were home And unfortunately, they just lost by 1, and we'll see how they go, whether they do go on. We'll have all that on the BPL, Brisbane Premier League website. You'll see who is in the Final 4. And that's next Sunday at Redlands, so hopefully everyone can get down. It'll be a great weekend.
If you get onto My Cricket as well too, so get onto My Cricket and have a look. You'll have the full summary of the leading run scorers, the leading bowlers, and also just see who did make it through to the final. Come down to Redlands.
Get down there, 5 for 136, 7 for 135. Thanks to Keely, the team from Interact. Did a great job, and we'll catch up with you very shortly down the way.
Thank you. Bye.